least that we know it's our escape. I was your secret that you didn't like. Soon it got too much and you just pushed me aside. Oh, 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 oh.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. We've got our friend Socialist 2Pac in the stream. He says, yo, what's up, this is about to be such a good stream. I am so excited to listen to A Tribe Called Quest. I have never ever listened to them before and they've been recommended to me quite a few times. Hello my friend, he's putting like little wavy hands in the chat, so I'm saying hello back. I think it's only you, my friend, who's watching at the moment, and you know what, that's okay, because we can just have a little chit chat before hopefully other people. Oh, Carlos, it's you from Gmail. Hello my friend, welcome. We can just have, oh hello Oliver's Army. Hello my friend, welcome in. We're just getting started, thankfully, so you've come at the perfect time. Howdy, hello, Alpha 60, is that how to pronounce your name? Hello people, welcome into the stream. It always feels really weird like starting up a stream, because I'll start up the stream and I'm not gonna lie, like my first thought is anyone gonna watch this? I'm just like, I have no idea if anyone's gonna watch this, if people are gonna enjoy this, and then people start to slowly come in after my little intro thing, and I don't know, it's just really wholesome to see people join. As always, I'm gonna do a little chit chat before we get into the album, but the album that we are gonna be doing today is by A Tribe Called Quest, and it's the Low End Theory. I have had these guys listened. I've had these guys recommended to me a lot. So my friend who recommended me the Wu-Tang Clan along with you guys also told me to listen to A Tribe Called Quest. And our friend here, Socialist 2Pac, has just said, I think you'll like A Tribe Called Quest more than Wu-Tang Clan. I think it has more to do with your musical style. Ooh, this makes me really interested because I say this, right, because the Wu-Tang Clan surprised me so much that I am not joking you, since doing the stream of that, was that like 2 weeks ago now? Since doing that stream, I have listened to that album probably every single day. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just I listened to it and I was like, wow, this is so good. And then I listened to it again, and then every time I've listened to it, there's just something that I like even more every single time. So I'm super duper excited for this. I just want to ask quickly for everyone in the chat, is the microphone okay? Is it too loud? Like, is my voice too loud, or is it just all good in the hood? I was going to say something, I'm sure it was to do with music, but I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. So just a little update for people who are watching right now. I listened to Liquid Swords the other day by GZA. Yeah, by GZA. And my reaction for that is, it's not edited yet. I don't think I'm going to be able to upload a video tomorrow. I've just ended up in, you know when you think you have more time than you do? I've had one of those weeks where like I've had a lot of time, but for some reason just not been able to do exactly what I wanted to do. I don't know if I've just been a bit sporadic and all over the place, but I recorded Liquid Swords the other day, that video. So Socialist 2Pac said, that's very good in the hood here, perfect. I think that's probably on about the microphone. And then you put Liquid Swords, let's go! Yeah, I listened to Liquid Swords the other day. I'm not gonna give any spoilers in this. I don't want to spoil, you know, the video that's about to happen. But basically next week there's going to be 2 videos. There's going to be this stream just edited down to like normal YouTube style. So it'll be like a lot shorter, the video, and I'm going to try and, as soon as I've finished this stream, I'm going to try and edit that as soon as I can, because I think like the last time with the Wu-Tang Clan video, it had been over a whole week since that video came out, and I think that more people actually watched the stream than they did that video, which is actually really cool to see, to be honest. So I'm going to try and get this edited ASAP and just upload it straight away. Usually if I do upload, it's usually a Wednesday or a Sunday, but I just have a feeling that like as soon as I've edited this video, I'm just going to upload it. It could literally be tomorrow, it could literally be Monday, but I'm just going to upload it straight away. And then the Liquid Swords video will be out next Sunday, like 100%. But next week on Friday, I am going to go see my friend and spend over a week with her. So I will try and get a video done for the week after. I don't know if that makes sense. So next week there's 100% going to be a video, but then the week after is when I will have spent the whole week with my friend. But I think I'll have loads of time at hers to record a video, so I plan on also recording while I'm down there and getting a video uploaded then. Let's have a little look in the chat. So Alpha60 said, this album presents hip-hop in a brave, wonderful light. Ooh. This makes me interested. Social 2 Pack said, Raekwon, Ghostface Killah and Jizz's debut albums are so good. I'm so happy you've enjoyed this group so much. Yeah, no, I'm like dead serious. They actually really swept me off my feet, and I'm so surprised at how much that I enjoyed them. It's one of those things, I never go into an album and think like, I don't really have a positive or negative mindset going into an album. I just kind of go in with a clean slate and just try and think, I'm going to listen to this album, and then like whatever reaction I have, I try and make it as authentic as I can. Because I know sometimes, like, you know, it's, to be on YouTube you do have to be somewhat like entertaining, I guess, but I never try and fake how I listen to things. I just react how I would react if I was listening to the album on my own, if that makes sense. Like sometimes, like, I've been playing a lot of FIFA at the moment, and I'm just listening to a bunch of different albums. Like I've managed to get through so much music in the past couple of weeks because of playing FIFA, and I am not even kidding you, some of the albums I've literally been sitting like just bopping away. So yeah, I don't even know what got me into that. But the Wu-Tang Clan surprised me a lot more than I thought. I have listened to Jizz's debut album, obviously that was Liquid Swords, but whether on YouTube I do like Ghostface Killah, Raekwon's, you know, whoever else, whether I do their stuff on YouTube really depends on like the demand that I get for it, if that makes sense, because I don't want to do a reaction video where maybe it's not a lot of people are interested, or it's just an album that I want to listen to in my own time. Socialist 2 Pack said, RZA's production is brilliant. Yeah, what, like 100%. That dude can produce amazing. I actually didn't know that one of the members of Wu-Tang Clan was one of the people who produced the album as well. Like, I thought it was like someone outside of that. 20 T. Oh, I'm just gonna call you 20, dude, if that's okay. Says, great song. If that's my intro song, I really appreciate that. Alpha60 says, it's been a couple of years since I've listened to this album, looking forward to it. Let's go. It might help to refresh sometimes listening to an album. I know sometimes when I haven't listened to an album in ages, I put it on and I'm like, this song was on this album. So that's pretty cool. So Socialist 2 Back says, maybe this is too much of an intrusive question, but what do most of your friends think about hip-hop and rappers in general, about the artist, freestyles, mixtapes, and etc.? To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I have quite a small social circle, and a lot of my friends who I am friends with, a lot of the people I am friends with, I feel as though I'm someone who gets quite influenced by other people's music taste. Not necessarily like in a bad way, like I change up what I listen to, more in like an inquisitive way, if that makes sense. So when I recently became friends with like someone who I work with, he was the one who told me about like MF Doom and Wu-Tang Clan, and I instantly became like quite interested in those things, and he knows that I have this channel, so he's been like, you need to listen to this and you need to listen to this, so he's been really helpful, and he likes that kind of music, so obviously he is, you know, quite into that. And another one of my friends who's a female, she is the one who first got me into like rap music in general. Like I'd listen to Jaden Smith, I'd listen to Kanye, and I'd listen to the Kid Laroi, and that was kind of like just sort of dabbling. It was more into like the pop kind of rap side of things that I was first interested in. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, and then that friend is the one who first got me into rap music. But I actually met up with her today. For the sake of like privacy, I'm not gonna say people's names, or if I do, I'll just like make up a name. But I met up with this female friend today, and we were actually having this conversation as like how we're getting older. Sometimes rap music is a little bit harder to listen to, especially as a woman, because a lot of it is quite derogatory and a bit like misogynistic towards women. But then we also said in sort of like in other terms, in sort of like more of like a feminist and empowering way, we like to listen to that kind of music just because we can. And sometimes rap music is made more for fun than it is necessarily to be like derogatory towards women. If that, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think my friends are pretty much like, a lot of my friends aren't that into music, not to sound like, oh, look at me, but I don't think they're quite into it the same way that I am. My male friend, who was the one who recommended me like MF Doom and Wu-Tang Clan, he's really into music, I'd say quite similar to me. So, and since he's the one that recommended it to me, he's pretty sick. Socialist Tupac said, I used to play FIFA 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Yeah, when FIFA was like back in its like prime days, I used to play so much as a kid. Like I used to be massively into football when I was younger. I used to actually play on a little football team when I was like, I must have been like 6 years old or something. And I used to play football. And then as I got older, I just massively fell out of watching it and enjoying it and anything to do with that. But now as I've getting older, and especially with the World Cup starting, I've been getting back into football again. And I've started to like actually play it again. And I'm just trying to, I think something I'm actually weirdly trying to do as an adult is like delve back into interests and stuff that I had as a child, just to feel a bit more like whimsical in my life and not have to feel like a robotic adult like 24/7. Miles on the corner said, am I late again? Doesn't seem like it this time. No, my friend, we haven't even begun listening. So you are in a perfect time, actually. 20 says, I will send you a physical hard copy of my vinyl record, cassette tape, and also CD as lost files. And I'm 20 twin twin. 20 twin twin. Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense now, that your name. That's cool. What vinyl record do you have? Is it like your own? That's really sick. I'd love to have my own records, like actually on a copy. Socialist Tupac said, your colleague at your work is so cool. Yeah, he is. He's really cool. He's similarly aged to me, and he's been recommended me like a lot of stuff, and as obviously like our friendship's growing, I've been like sending him music stuff over to listen to. We've actually been going to the cinema a lot together, and we just went to go see The Odyssey the other day, and oh my guys, my brain could not take how good that movie is. I'm so happy. 2020's commented chat, search Counterclock Wisdom. Okay. Great album. I presume that's your album, my friend. Counterclock Wisdom. Presume that's your album. If so, well done, my friend, on making an album. It's not easy to make your own music, so you know, I'm proud of you, my friend. Socialist Tupac, she should also talk about Lauryn Hill and Little Sims to you. Oh, Lauryn Hill, so good. I actually listened to her album the other day. I've not listened to it. Wait, let me rephrase. I have listened to it before, but I haven't listened to it in a long time. And listening to it again, I was like, I swear this is a Kanye sample. Next song came on. I swear this is also a Kanye sample. And Little Sims, I actually have not listened to Little Sims before, and I'm pretty sure Little Sims is British. Yeah, I think she is. I need to listen to her. I've actually not listened to any of her stuff before, so maybe that could be a reaction. Yes, that makes perfect sense. I understand. Rilo says, but rap also highlights their love and desire for women also. Yeah, if you take a look at artists like Tupac, for example, absolute beautiful example of a rap hip-hop artist who highlights his admiration and love for women. So I know it also, like, it depends on the rapper. You know, sometimes rap music is just made for fun, and sometimes, you know, there's a lot of, like, seriousness in it. And Tupac is one of those artists who is... like, he's really, what's the word? He's like quite a deep lyricist. Social Tupac says, with all that said, who do you think is better, Messi, Ronaldo, Haaland, or Mbappe? Oh my god, if I answer this, I'm going to get people who are just like, no! Out of, like, recent figures, we're going to talk, like, recent people here, so, like, new people coming up. I think Haaland is one of the best players at the moment, along with Jude Bellingham. Holy moly, and their friendship as well is so cute. But out of Messi and Ronaldo, I don't know why, and I don't know why my answer is to this. I've always been more of a Ronaldo girl. I both think that they're amazing. They're both really, really, really good players. But I feel as though my admiration goes slightly more to Ronaldo because Messi has always been good at football, and even though he's put in the hard work to get where he is, he's always been good at it. But I feel as though I admire Ronaldo a little bit more because he wasn't always good at it, but because he worked just as hard as Messi, he got good at it. I'm so sorry if I've just divided, like, my whole channel here. KDS burner account said Rhapsody and No Name 2 are the female rappers you should check out sometime. I've never heard of them before, so thank you. Alpha60 said, late boomer, my introduction to hip-hop was Blondie's Rapture. I did not pay much attention to it until the late 80s. I did not buy any until artists like Beastie Boys and Today's Subject. Yeah, Beastie Boys is also another album, another group that I really need to listen to. I've listened to, like, a couple of their songs before, you know, like the really famous one, Intergalactic. I've listened to that before. I've never heard of Blondie's Rapture before, so that's made me really interesting. If you want to hack time, enter via YouTube or BandLab. Let's have a look. Socialist Tupac says, what do your colleagues think about Tupac, Nas, The Roots and Lupe Fiasco? So Tupac and Nas, I know, and my colleagues do, but The Roots and Lupe Fiasco, I've never heard of those two before, and my friends have also never talked about them. But in terms of, like, Tupac and Nas, so the only, like, friend at work who I really talk to about albums and stuff, I'm gonna give him a name so it doesn't keep getting vague. I'm not gonna give him his real name though. Let's call him Tom. Pretty generic name. So Tom at work is the person who recommended me, like, MF Doom, Nas, Wu-Tang Clan, and he's also the one who recommended me to listen to Illmatic by Nas. And he really likes Nas, he really likes Illmatic, but he hasn't really listened to his other stuff. And he really likes Tupac as well, but I was actually talking to Tom the other day, and he was saying that he really needs to listen to more of Tupac because he hasn't really listened to a lot. Alpha60 says, the Odyssey was just so raw, loved it. I gotta agree. I've gotta agree with that. It's just... like, I remember when I was leaving the cinema, I was just... I was with Tom, and we were driving home, and our brains were just like... we're still thinking about it now, my brain's just like it was so good. Our friend Jose Alberto Matuk, I hope I said that right. I'm going to call you Jose, my friend. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. Says, hi from Argentina. Hello, Argentina. Awesome. Socialist Tupac says, yeah, great point. Physical media, it really is the only hope for a generation that is drawn in digital consumerism, streaming, and etc. Yeah, I think it's really hard, right, a lot of the times with, like, digital consumerism and physical media, because I think something that's really beautiful about the digital world is being able to do things like this. I think streaming like this is really fun, and it's amazing to do, to be able to connect with so many people from around the world. But then I think sometimes it can get quite overwhelming. I've talked about this in previous streams before, but at the moment I've deleted Instagram and TikTok off my phone. The only, like, social media I really have is YouTube, Snapchat, and WhatsApp. And obviously YouTube makes sense because of this channel, but WhatsApp and Snapchat is more just to contact my friends with. Whereas I found before with, like, Instagram and TikTok, I was just, like, sitting scrolling for ages, and I felt like I was just wasting my time, and I felt very overwhelmed with it. I don't know if that makes sense, because I feel personally, this is how I see social media, I feel as though there's somewhat of, like, a pressure to like people's posts, to reply to their stories, reply to messages, and I just needed a break from all of that. So I still have my accounts, and I still sometimes go on Instagram on my laptop to quickly reply to people or whatever, because I know that there is people who watch me who do send me messages, which I do really appreciate, by the way, and I feel bad not always responding to people, but I also understand that people will probably be very understanding at the fact that I've kind of taken a step back from social media. Socialist Tupac says, hi from Brazil. Oh, hello, my friend. I didn't realise that you were from Brazil. You also said, no. And I presume that that's to do with me saying I don't know who the Roots or Lupe Fiasco is. Rai Leo 99. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure how to say your name. Says KRS-One used Blondie Rapture in a song. I've also never heard of them before. And Bobby Newport said Lupe Live was real nice. Lisa Lopez says Black Thought of the Roots is a GOAT MC. I've got to give these guys a listen. It seems that I'm missing out. And Socialist Tupac says, yes, Lupe Fiasco's mixtapes were a beautiful experience. I've got to do it. Relly also said, what's the album on review today? I will put myself out of full screen. This is what we're listening to today, guys. We're listening to the Low End Theory. I'm so excited to listen to this. I'm going to reply to a couple more comments, and then we're going to get straight into this album. 2020 said, lol, most Toms are cool. Yeah, his name's not actually Tom, just like for confidentiality reasons. I don't know if he wants me to say his actual name, so I'm just kind of saying, I'm just making up the name Tom for, the sake of his privacy. Jose says, hello my friend. And Socialist Tupac says, Lisa Lopez says, you know ball. It was written Illmatic. Maybe that I can listen to It Was Written as a reaction video. I think I have to. I've had a lot of people say that It Was Written is a lot better than Illmatic. Alpha 60 says Blondie's Rapture 1980 is the first rap song to hit #1 in the US. You know what? Let's have a little look. Blondie's Rapture. Oh wait, Blondie. Oh yeah, of course I know who Blondie is. Is this who you're on about? I mean, the only artist that's coming up is Blondie. I know who Blondie is. I didn't know that. Is this a rap song? I'm intrigued now. God damn. I think your name's Abby, but it's 4BB3Y, so I'm gonna call you Abby. I hope that's okay. Time off social media is always good. I agree. I think it's great for your brain as well, just to take a time away from it. Socialist Tupac says, even Tupac was a fan of Nas, and Nas was also a fan of Tupac. Oh my god, imagine if they did a song together. Or have they done a song together? That would be so cool. 2020 said, I said that because Tom's my name. I get you now. Out of all the names I could have picked as well, that's pretty cool. Socialist Tupac said, Nas even made songs covering Tupac's original music, such as his feature on the Thugs Mansion remix. Nas even mentions his gratitude towards Tupac Shakur and Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mother. I'm so sorry if I pronounced their names wrong, by the way. But that's really, really wholesome. I love when other artists can appreciate each other. I think it's nice. Lisa Lopez said it was written as a classic album. I have got to listen to this. Lewis said, hey, greetings from Brazil. Love your reactions. Thank you so much. I think your name might be pronounced Luis, because if you said that you're from Brazil. But if it is Lewis, please let me know. Abby says, my name is Abby. Yeah, hello. Hello, my friend. Socialist Tupac also said, even Eminem mentions all of this. Eminem even drew Tupac as a tribute to a letter he wrote to Afeni Shakur. And it was about Messi versus Ronaldo, lol. Right. You said it correctly at first. Nice. Okay, that's good. Afeni Shakur. Okay, guys. Without further ado, we've been chatting for a little while now. I really want to delve into the album, so that's what we're going to do. We'll probably listen to how many, there's 14 songs, so I'm probably going to try and listen to like 3 or 4 songs in a row. We'll then do our little review thing that we do, looking at Spotify to get a bit more of the about section, and then we'll go into the chat. That's kind of how I like to do this. Of course, if songs blend into each other, even if I've listened to, say, like 4 songs, I will listen to the next song just because I never want to cut something like that off. Please let me know. I'm going to have the comments up for a little bit. Just let me know how loud it is for you guys and if the volume with my voice and the music's okay. So, without further ado, let's begin with Excursions. I'm so excited. Like, actually so excited, I can't even.
Back in the days when I was a teenager, before I had status and before I had a pager, you could find the abstract, listening to hip-hop. My pops used to say it reminded him of bebop. I said, well, daddy, don't you know that things go in cycles? Way the Bobby Brown is just amping like Michael. It's all expected, things are for the looking. If you got the money, quest is for the booking. Come on, everybody, let's get with the fly mode. Still
Oh, yeah.
on the truckload of black gold. Listen to the rhyme to get a mental picture of this black man, black woman picture. Why do I say that? Cause I gotta speak the truth, man. Doing what we feel for the music is the proof. And planet on the ground, the act is so together. Bonafide strong, you need leverage to sever. The unit, yes the unit called the Jazz is delivering each year an LP filled with street goods. You can find it on your rack in your record store. If you get the record, say your thoughts are adored and appreciated. Cause we're ever so glad we made it. We worked hard, so we gotta thank God. Dishing out the plastic, do the dance till you're spastic. If you diss, it gets drastic. Listen to the rhyme, 'cause it's time to make gravy. If it moves your booty, then shake it, baby. All the way to Africa, aka the motherland. Stick out the left, then I'll ask for the other hand. That's the right hand, black man. Only if you are noted as my man. If I get the credit, then I think I deserve it. If you fake moves, don't fix your mouth to word it. Get in the zone of positivity, not negativity. Cause we gotta strive for longevity. If you buy Chuck, what's in that? What? A pair of Nike size 10 and a half. We gotta make moves. Never ever ever do the fake moves. We gotta make moves. Never ever ever do the fake moves. We gotta make moves. Never ever ever do the fake moves. We gotta make moves. Never ever ever do the fake moves.
Time is a ship on a merciless sea, drifting toward an abyss of nothingness until it can be retarded for its own destiny. Time is an inanimate object, praying and praying and praying with no justification or belief. Time is dancing, luring away all memories of past.
We gotta be a winner all the time. Can't fall prey to a hip-hop crime. With the dope raps and dope tracks, we move blocks.
God damn.
From the fly girlies to the hardest of the rocks. Musically, the quest is on the rise. We own these excursions, so you must realize that continually, I'll pop my Zulu. If you don't like it, get off the Zulu tip. So what can you do in the times which exist? You can't fake moves on your brother or your sis, but if your sis is a brother is a jerk, leave them both alone and continue with your work. Whatever it may be in today's society, everything is fair, at least that's how it seems to me. You must be honest and true to the next. Don't be phony and expect one not to flex. Especially if you rhyme, you have to live by the pen. Your man is your man, then treat him like your friend. All it is the code of the streets. So listen to the knowledge being dropped over beats. Beats that are hard, beats that are funky. It could get you hooked like a crackhead junkie. What you gotta do is know the tribe is in the sphere. The abstract poet prominent like Shakespeare.
I really like this guy's voice. He has such a nice voice to listen to.
Time is running out on black power, Africans in the day, and white flags to put in the night. Every time you see them, they take some white woman with their tongue hanging out. Time is running and passing and running and passing and running.
Oh, that end bit was really cool with those drums there. Wait, sorry, I want to go back and listen to that. It was like right at the end here.
Time is running and they take some white woman with their tongue hanging out. Time is running and passing and running and passing and running.
That is so cool. Sorry guys, my chair's really creaky.
Yo, microphone check 1 2. What is this? The 5 for the 7 with the roughneck business. I float like gravity. Never had a cavity. Got more rhymes than the one that's got family. No need to sweat. I
Turn this up.
No shame in my game, cause I always be the same. Styles upon styles is what I have. You wanted just to fight for, but you still don't know the half. I sport New Balance sneakers to avoid a narrow path. Messing around with this against the size of the. I never have step, cause I'm not a half stepper. Drink a lot of soda, so they call me Dr. Pepper. Refuse to compete with BS competition. Your name is special ed, so won't you suckle with the mission? I never walk the streets, think it's all about me. Even though deep in my heart, it really could be. I just try my best to like go all out. Some might even say you're shorty black, you're bugging out.
Zulu Nation, mother's last creation. Minds get flooded. Ejaculation, right on the 2.
Okay.
The abstract poet incognito runs the cape, not the best, not the worst, and occasionally I curse to get my point across. So bust the floors as I go in between the grit and the dirt. Listen to the mission, listen, missions I do work. As I crack the monotone, chilling up the jazz. So get your own, smoking R&B, cause they try to dupe me or the best of the back, but they can't do rap for it's abstract, original. You can't get your own, and that's pitiful. I know I be the man if I cold yank the plug on R&B, but I can't, and that's borrowed.
That sounds like someone's doing the hi-hat with their mouth, like beatboxing.
Yo, when you bug out, you usually have a reason for the action. Sometimes it's just for mere satisfaction. People be hounded, always surrounded, posted, just like a migraine pounding. You don't really fret, you stay in your sense, camouflage your feeling of absolute tense. You're off to another world deep in your mind. For people seem to take that as being unkind. Oh yo, he's acting stank, really on a regal? A man of the fame, not a man of the people. Believe that if you want, but I tell you this much, riding on the train with no dough sucks. Once again, a case of your feet in my Nikes. If a crowd is in my realm, I'll say, Mike, please. Hip hop is living. Can't yank the plug. If you do, the result will end up kind of blown.
I am not an invalid, although I used to smoke the weed out. Ali Shaheed Muhammad used to say I had to be out. Scheming on the babies with the crazy booming back buns. Pushing on them real hard just so we can have the big fun. When I left Maroosie, I was Boulevard status. Battling the MC was when Tip was at its maddest. It was one MC after one MC. What the world could they be wanting to see from little old me? Do I have the formula to save the world? Or was it just because I used to swipe the women and all the girls? I'm the type of brother with the crazy extended hand, kid. Just by all my brothers, I was on look what my man did. Supposed to be my man, but now I wonder cause you're feeble. I go out with the strongest and I separate the evils. It's your brain against my mind. My nose about to boot out, or your nasty critters, even though you say I bug out.
Damn. That was so good. Right, this is Rap
It's a
Promoter.
song. To the effect of nothing, effective fronting is what I don't allow, so let me tell you something. I am a bona fide. Not too modest and not a lot of pride. Soon to have a ride and a home to reside. If my mama is sick, I'm by her bedside. Used to watch the show on Channel 4 called Riptide. Wash my wares inside cause it's too damn cold outside. That's how the run-ins go. If there ain't no dough, then there ain't no show. So take your roly-poly fat promoter to the chemical bank and get my cash. If you wanna see the people scream and laugh, the best question ask real fast. Cause I don't wanna see them start bucking, throwing chairs in the air while you be ducking. What? Don't step to me with that. If you promoting the show, make sure it ain't whack or else I'm leaving.
Let me tell you.
I'm leaving.
Let me tell you.
I'm leaving.
DJ Scratch.
Show. Yo, man, what's up with that?
Don't sweat, man. Come on, 500. That was the deal.
Come on, man, don't try to play me out.
We don't need you. Sorry.
And the abstract
Snare roll.
I want chicken and orange juice, that's just on my rider. And my occasional potato by a writer. Don't forget my pastry, make sure they're tasty. I'm not the type to be pushy or hasty. See, I'm the type of bro that's weird in the ghetto. Took a few shorts before. Now the only ones I take are the ones that I wear. Ain't taking no shorts no more. Now, please act proper before I call the Crime Stoppers. Don't dip on the dough, cause that's a no-no. Make sure you count your money real slow. Be alert, look alive, and act like you know. It's the 90s, time to make new. Not the 80s, do away with your rules. So what? You got a crew. I got one too. They're called the Brooklyn Zoo. Don't break fool, let's be reserved and cool. We don't have to act like we in grade school. Just make sure that we're taken care of, and we'll do a fly show for you, bub. Check it out. Diggy dang, diggy dang, da dang, da dang, diggy diggy dang, diggy dang, da dang, da dang, diggy diggy dang, diggy dang, da dang, da dang, diggy diggy.
This is cool.
Dang, da dang, da dang, diggy diggy.
That bass. It's so deep.
1988 senior year at Garvey High, where all the guys were corny but the girls were mad fly. Lounging with the tipster, cooling with Shy, scoping out the honeys. They know who they are. I was the b-ball playing, fly rhyme saying, fly girl getting. Whenever was I sweating? Cause when it came to honeys, I would go in a stroke until I met my match. Her name was Flo. Yeah, I messed around with the one called Flo. All the troopers round the way used to call her a hoe. But deep down in my heart, I knew that Flo was good to go, cause I thought it was me, like Belle Biv DeVoe. But little did I know that she was playing with my mind. The only thing I've learned is good girls are hard to find. I feel like Heavy D, I need somebody for me. Not someone whose mind is blank and trying to juice me for my banks. Swinging with my main man, Lucky, behind my back. What type of crap is that? Yo, how's about a smack? Word life, I can't front. Thought I was all that. But now it seems I've met my match. I was a stone cold lover. You couldn't tell me jack. Settling down with one girl, wasn't trying to hear that. I had Tanya, Tamika, Sharon, Karen, Tina, Stacy, Julie, Tracy. Used to love them, leave them, skeeze them, tease them, find them, lose them, also abuse them. My whole attitude was new day, next hunt. And believe it or not, they all got done. Well, here comes Flo with the crazy whip appeal, and I'm ultra man like Alexander O'Neal. Is this really love? Then again, how would I know? After all this time, trying to be a super hoe. She finally played me, but yo, I'd find another, cause I've got the crazy game, and yo, I'm smooth
Hey, yo,
like butter.
it's like butter. It's like butter, baby. It's like butter. It's like butter, baby. It's like butter.
Yeah, just got some brass in there.
Baby. It's like butter.
As you
It's
do.
like butter, baby. It's like butter. It's like butter, baby. It's like butter. Like the butter, baby. Not no parquet, not no margarine. Strictly butter. Strictly butter,
I
baby.
remember when girls were goody two-shoes, but now they turn to freaks all of a sudden.
We love you,
Ease
bye.
off, ho. My name's Malik. Fight this, fight that. Where you going, where you at?
That
You
kick
don't know
is
me
so
from Jack,
good.
Yet I feel like the Mac. You didn't want me then, so yo, hun, don't want me now. Here, here, take the towel. Wipe off your brow and take the contact out your eye. You're far from looking fly. You're getting E for effort and T for nice try. And tell me what's the reason for dyeing your hair. Slum village gold still dangling in your ear. You barely have a neck but still sporting a rope. 4-finger ring just so Pfeiffer can scope. You looked in the mirror, didn't know what to do. Yesterday your eyes were brown, but today they are blue. Your whole appearance is a lie and it can never be true. And if you really like yourself, then you would try and be you. If your hair and eyes are real, I wouldn't have dissed you. But since it was boy, I had to dismiss you. But if you can't achieve it, then why not try and weave it? If you can't extend it, then you might as well suspend it. If you can't braid it, best thing to do is fade it.
I thought the
asked you,
piano
did
was
you
gonna
hear?
come
You
in
tell me,
before.
Diane, maybe if you were you and just you. Talk to you, maybe, but I can't stand. No bionic lady trying hard to look fly. But yo, you're looking dumber. If I wanted someone like you, I would have swung with Jamie Summers. You wanna be treated right? See Father MC. Or check Ralph Tresvant for sensitivity. Cause I am not the one, I got more game than Parker Brothers. Fight dog is on the mic and I'm smooth like butter.
That piano loop is so good. Ain't no way we've already listened to 4 songs. Okay, we've already listened to 4 songs. I actually can't believe that. That's crazy. 4 songs already. What? They were also, I've really enjoyed them. I'm not sure how I feel about this song, but because it seemed I don't know, felt a bit misogynistic, but Excursions, Bugging Out, and Rap Promoter, the beats in them, and there's just something so interesting about when the instruments just stop, and then either their voice also stops, or they're rapping, and the instruments, it's so satisfying. Also, I've got a bunch of stuff up here, and it's all just, like, falling off. I don't have, like, a proper desk. I just use my little, I don't even know what to call this, storage thing, and I just sit on, well, I don't sit on the storage thing, I put my laptop on there. Anyways, I am gonna get up my iPhone mirroring thing here, and there we are. I was listening to A Great Chaos earlier from Ken Carson. Where is, here we are. Let's go back on here. And do you guys know that I love to look at the about bit on the songs? So we're going to go back to the first song, which was Excursions, and we're going to have a little look at the about bits. Is that right? Excursions, the first one? Yeah. Yeah, but I'm so baffled. Sometimes I listen to music and the songs can feel long, but this, I literally feel like I've listened to maybe like 1 or 2 songs. Right, Excursions. The song also touches on the cyclical nature of music trends. Q-Tip points out how styles come and go, but the essence of good music remains timeless. It's a reminder that while sounds may change, the soul of music endures. Oh, that is a really beautiful way of expressing music. Like, honestly, you couldn't have worded that any better. Q-Tip's dad once told him that hip-hop reminded him of bebop jazz. This stuck with Q-Tip and inspired the opening lines of Excursions, where he raps about this connection. It's a cool nod to how music styles evolve and influence each other. I've said this in so many videos, and I will continue to say it because I think it's amazing, but I don't think a lot of people realise just how many genres of music are linked to jazz and blues. Like, there are so many genres where you can look at it and it ties all the way back to like blues or jazz music, and yeah, I don't know, I just think it's crazy. Excursions kicks off the Low End Theory album with a bang. It's a powerful beat and insightful lyrics set the tone for the whole record, making it clear that A Tribe Called Quest was taking hip-hop to new heights. The deep bass line in Excursions comes from Art Blakely and the Jazz Messengers' A Chant for Boo. By sampling this jazz classic, A Tribe Called Quest blended old school jazz vibes with their fresh hip-hop sound, creating something totally unique. Again, something I've just really been loving, not only about hip-hop music, but also a lot of rap music, is the samples that are used. I think that sampling music is genuinely I think it's one of the most amazing things ever. I know different people have different opinions on sampling. Some people say it's cheating or, whatever, but I think that it's really good. Like, when you take a sample and you make it your own, there's just something so special about that. Right, Buggin' Out. In the music video for this song, Jazz We've Got, there's a cool twist where the black and white visuals suddenly switch to colour as the song transitions into Buggin' Out. Oh, that's cool. This is one of the first times a music video seamlessly blended on an A-side and B-side track, making it stand out back in the day. That is pretty cool, actually. The beat for Buggin' Out features a sample from Dr. Lonnie Smith's cover of Spinnin' Wheel. That jazzy vibe combined with the boom-bap drums gives the track its signature sound that fans love. Another thing I've really been liking so far about this album is the snare. There's something like so explosive, but the way that the EQ is and the reverb is on it, it just sounds so good. Phife Dawg, I hope I've said that right, Dawg, kicks off Buggin' Out with the line, "Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this?" The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business. This was his big moment on the Low End Theory, making his emergence as a standout MC alongside Q-Tip. Phife Dawg often wrote his rhymes during his daily commute on the F train in Queens lines, like riding on the train with no door and bugging out reflect those experiences, adding a personal touch to his verses. That's actually really cool. You know, something I've noticed personally about taking like a creative endeavor in life is you will oftentimes find creativity in the most random ways that you would just never ever expect it. I find sometimes when it comes to making music, you can't force creativity. I think that there's some jobs where you've just got to do it, and I think music or a lot of creative things, I guess like drawing or painting, even writing a book, you can't always force that creativity. Like, I think you just sometimes have to do something that has no relation to the music that you're making or the book that you're writing, and suddenly inspiration can strike you. In the Buggin' Out video, Phife and Q-Tip sport these wide-eyed caps that make their eyes look huge. It's a quirky visual that matches the song's energetic vibe and has become a memorable part of the group's visual style. Yeah, I guess when you think of Buggin' Out, you do think of like the eyes kind of thing. Okay, rap promoter. When Q-Tip raps about watching Riptide and washing his clothes with Tide in Rap Promoter. Wait, he talks about washing his clothes with Tide. Okay, ball knowledge. He's painting a picture of his everyday life. These relatable details ground the song, showing that despite their rise in fame, the members of A Tribe Called Quest are just regular guys dealing with regular things. Again, another thing that I think a lot of people can forget about celebrities or anyone who kind of makes it big is we can sometimes forget that these people are literally just like me and you. They've got to go grocery shopping, they've got to go do the washing, they might do some meal prep for the week, you know, like, I think sometimes it's quite easy to forget those things. In Rap Promoter, Q-Tip doesn't just call out unreliable promoters, he also lays out his backstage demands in a fun way. He mentions wanting chicken and orange juice on his rider, along with a specific brand of potato. I wondered what that line about chicken and orange juice was about. I guess it makes sense now. It's a light-hearted way to show that while they're serious about their craft, they also have simple tastes and expect basic respect from those they work with. Honestly, fair enough. In Rap Promoter, Q-Tip delivers a clear message to the event organisers. If there ain't no dough, then there ain't no show. This line underscores the group's stance on fair compensation, highlighting the importance of respecting artists' time and talent in the music industry. Honestly, if you're gonna go onto a stage and do a show, you deserve to have, you know, money given to you if you're using that venue to, I guess, like, promote them and promote yourself. Ever notice the catchy hook in Rap Promoter where Q-Tip repeats "I'm leaving"? That's actually a playful nod to the classic song Leaving on a Jet Plane by Peter, Paul and Mary. By weaving in this familiar line, A Tribe Called Quest adds a layer of humour to their critique of shady promoters, making the message both memorable and entertaining. Okay, not going to give anything away for the reaction that's about to come up, but in Liquid Swords there's a song called Labels, and he talks about something very, very similar in the music industry about just like being careful, if that makes sense. The beat in Rap Promoter has a cool backstory. It samples Keep On Doing It by The New Birth, giving the track its smooth laid-back vibe. This choice reflects A Tribe Called Quest's knack for blending jazz and funk elements into their hip-hop sound, setting them apart in the early 90s scene. Nice. And on to the final song for this round, we've got Butter. Okay, in Butter, Phife Dawg takes us back to his high school days, talking about his experiences with girls and how he thought he was the man. He mentions a girl named Flo who he thought was different, but she ended up playing him. It's a classic tale of thinking you've got it all figured out, only to realise you've met your match. Can I make this bigger? Or is it like, this is how, yeah, I think this is how big it's gonna get. So there's this track called Butter on A Tribe Called Quest's album, and it's pretty much a solo showcase for Phife Dawg. He really wanted this one to be his own, and there was a bit of back and forth with Q-Tip about it. Phife was like, no, this is my... Eventually, Tip's girlfriend at the time, Amida, stepped in and was like, let him have it, he's a dope MC. Tip agreed, and now, funnily enough, he says Butter is his favourite track on the album. Hey, look, sometimes you've just got to give people a chance on the mic and they can blow you away. Interestingly, Butter is one of the few tracks on the Low End Theory where Phife Dawg takes the lead, with Q-Tip only appearing on the chorus. This setup was a bit different from their usual dynamic, but it worked perfectly, showcasing Phife's unique style and storytelling ability. The beat for Butter is super smooth, and that's thanks to some clever sampling. They took the opening notes from Weather Report's 1978 jazz piece, Young and Fine, and blended it with the drums from Chuck Jackson's 1968 song, I Like Everything About You. This mix gives the track that laid-back, jazzy vibe that A Tribe Called Quest is known for. Wow, what a really cool way to make a song your own. Creatively using a bass and then drums from two different songs. That's really cool. Right. Wow. I'm going to take a little look at the comments now. I'm going to put myself on full screen. I'm actually going to put my light on. It's getting a bit dark in here and I want the lighting to be okay for you guys. One sec. I don't know if that made much of a difference, but we're going to roll with it. What if I put this light on? Yeah, we'll rock it. We'll rock it. Right. There's some comments before I started, I think. So let's have a look. Rilo says, Blondie, no, it's not a rap song, it's pop funk. She did a little rap at the beginning dedicated to Fab Five Freddy on it. Yeah, I don't think Blondie is a rap artist. She was like I want to say more like rock, like old rock, I guess. Lisa Lopez said, let's do it. I hope you enjoyed the reaction up to now, my friend. Abby said, exciting times. 2020 said, when will you do a reaction stream to my album? Promise you won't regret it. It seriously chose you to do it. I will give your album a listen in my own time, because I know that you said that you wanted me to listen to it. I will give it a listen in my own time. But I don't know. Oh, I've lost where I was, guys. I don't know if I will do a stream on it. Obviously, it would depend what the viewers would like to watch. Abby said, bass facing right now. Yes, the bass in this is crazy. It's so good. Rylio said, Low End Theory is a classic. Jazzy samples with boom bap beats. You know what? I think you literally just summed up their sound, like, perfectly. It's jazz with boom bap. That's such a... I love that word, boom bap. It's so good. Hashy Larry said, Blondie is new wave. Yeah, I'd probably say that Blondie is, like, new wave, kind of, like, rock stuff. Socialist 2-Pack said, W chatting session, lol. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Sometimes I feel when I do these streams, I'm not sure if people enjoy the chatting side of things, because obviously, how do I explain what I mean by this? But when you come to my channel, you come to it for like my album reactions. So I never really know if people enjoy like the in-between stuff of me just talking and you guys getting to know me and talk a little bit more. But if it is something that you enjoy, then I do appreciate that. Luis said, Q-Tip, such an underrated producer, bro, I swear. He produced this. Damn, that's pretty cool. Socialist 2-Pack said, I almost forgot about listening to the album. Was the chatting session just too much of a W that you forgot about the album listen? 20 said, timeless music. Yeah, honestly, I agree. When was this album actually? 1991. So wait, how old's that? Guys, bear with, maths is not my strong point. 35? 35? A 35-year-old album. Yeah, this is pretty timeless, honestly. Hashi Larry said, verses from the abstract. FTW. Yeah. Socialist 2-Pack said, Blondie is a new wave musical group. Yeah, I think so. Abby said, gorgeous rap tone. Yeah, yes. So good. Socialist Tupac also said, yeah, Amy is gonna love Tribe. Lol. You guys got it. You hit the nail on the head. I really like this. Thank you to everyone who mentioned it. Luis said, I feel like he's not mentioned a lot when we talk about producers, but he definitely should be. I didn't even know that Fife was the producer. I'm gonna be so real, so thank you for letting me know that. If you guys know stuff about this album that I don't, or don't mention in like the about sections, please do let me know, because I do genuinely enjoy seeing like other people tell me stuff about the album. Riley O said, the snares are snapping. Yeah, those snares, I don't know, there's just something about like when it hits, it just, oh, it's so good. Socialist Tupac said, she's loving the music, that's cute, lol. Yeah, so good. My stank face in this. I don't know, sometimes I never know if people think that I'm doing a stank face, or if you think, oh, she really doesn't like the song. But I hope you know any video that I make and upload, I upload it because I've enjoyed it. I've never actually listened to an album thus far that I haven't enjoyed, which is a good thing. Riley O said, R.I.P. Fife Dog. So did Socialist Tupac. Yeah, R.I.P. my friend. I think it's so sad, like, that so many of the, you know, the really popular rappers and hip-hop artists, like Tupac, Fife Dog, MF Doom, like, they've all passed away. I think it's so sad. Bobby Newport said, the 5-foot assassin. I was curious, right, even reading the about section, was one of the members in this band actually 5 foot? Because, respect to my small kings and queens out there, because I am small myself. Abby said, the flow is insane. I agree. The flow be flowing. Water doesn't even flow as smoothly as A Tribe Called Quest's. 20 says, I don't rap anymore, I just make timeless tracks now. Hey, look, if you used to rap, that's really, really cool. Riley O says, popper party tunes, brings back memories, good days. This kind of stuff used to play, like, in the club for you. I'm jealous. That's all I can say to that. I'm super jealous. Sadie Plays Games said, yo, I'm catching an Amy Ross live stream. What the hell? That's so cool. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. You are, like, really early to the stream. We've only listened to 4 songs so far, so you've come at a really good time. Abby also says, I'm so glad you have the lyrics on screen. Correct way to listen. Yeah, like, when I first made this channel, I never really knew how to, like, record a reaction video, because some people just have like their face as the main subject and then like the lyrics in the corner. English. A channel that I like who's called what's the name again? Is it Tables Turned? Tables Turned? It's a dad and a son. I used to watch their stuff quite regularly. They just have like their face on, but for some reason, I don't know, I love to look at the lyrics, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm gonna have my face in the corner and then I'm gonna have the lyrics on screen. Hashi Larry said best Fife track. Riley O said Tribe Called Quest were from a larger collective called Native Tongues. De La Soul kind of paved the way for them. Oh my god, okay, speaking of De La Soul, I listened to their album the first time the other day. What's the album actually called? Oh, De La... 3 Feet High and Rising. I listened to that the other day. First time I've ever listened to De La Soul. Didn't actually realise that they were on Demon Days by Gorillaz. My mind was all so blown. And I really enjoyed them. Tom is also the same person who recommended me De La Soul, so he has like music ball knowledge. Abby says, Riley O'Nowhere had no idea, love De La Soul. Me too. Louise says, yeah, same. What? We've got another person says, low life is forever, says R.I.P. Fife. R.I.P. my friend. Louise says, love De La and a Tribe Called Quest, but never knew about that. Yeah, I never knew that they were from another band. Obviously, I've heard of A Tribe Called Quest before, but I never actually realised that they were from, like, another band. 20 says, can't wait for you to hear their track Jazz. Is that on this album? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I'm so excited. Riley, or no, Abby says, can never go wrong with brass. Yeah, honestly, I think that brass instruments added into songs, like whenever any artist adds like brass or strings, my brain is just like, whoa, oh my god, like I don't know what it is. Riley O says, yeah, Queen Latifah was part of the native tongues as well. She was like the mother or big sister. Oh, that's so cute. Low Life is Forever said, shout out to the native tongues. Guys, you're putting me onto extra music here. Thank you. You know what? I hope it's okay with people, but I'm going to go through comments that I think are like really, really important. Like if people have replied to stuff, I might not talk about that. So I'm going to just talk about stuff that I think is really, really essential. Hashi Larry said, jazz is the jam. Yeah, jazz. Yeah, honestly, jazz is literally the jam. It's like the thing that everything else is based off of. Louise says, so native tongues was a true blessing to this world. So many talents together. Absolute facts. Like, I don't even know who they are, but if they're like got these guys together, then hell yeah. Low Life is Forever said, fan from way back. That's so nice. Bobby Newport said, Money Love and many others, a TCQ and Della introduced, and the rest was history. Low Life said, check out the song Buddy by De La Soul featuring Q-Tip. If that's on the album that I mentioned, I might have listened to it without realising, but if I haven't listened to that, I'll definitely give it a listen. Low Life is Forever said, Busta Rhymes is also affiliated with the native tongues. He's featured on many songs as well as the album Thank You for Your Service. That's so cool. Alpha 60 says, the dang diggity dang dang could be a reference to the band Shah Nanaz doo-wop band that lasted decades, Blue Moon 1971, a popular song sung by many artists since 1934. Yeah, you know, I did actually think that that was like quite like an old doo-wop kind of thing to do. Like, it's very like ad-libby, that kind of thing. Abby said, this is so fun, I'm learning so much. Yeah, honestly, not only do I love the Spotify section, I think that it's great to learn stuff about, but I really love when people just comment stuff in the chat and it's like really informative too. I think it's amazing. Someone says, Hashi says, Busta was in the leaders of the new school. And then Low Life is Forever said, Busta is more closely aligned with A Tribe Called Quest. Lisa said, I liked the Scenario remix better with Kid Hood. And then Low Life says, that was his first group before Flip Mode Squad. That's pretty cool. And then he also said, check it out on Oh My God, a Tribe Called Quest featuring Busta Rhymes. Is that on this album? No, it must be on a different album. Or it might just be like its own song. Socialist Tupac said, I'm not even commenting much anymore because I'm paying attention to the album and your reaction. Hey, my friend, that's all good. Just, I make these streams for you to enjoy however you want to. If you want to interact in the comment section, that's all good. If you just want to focus on the reaction, that's all good too. Louis says, Busta on Oh My God's chorus always got me hyped. Lol. Oh, gotta listen to that song. Socialist Tupac says, jazz and blues are an influence worldwide. Yeah. And Art Blakely is an effing genius, not Jizza, LMNO. Yeah, honestly, like, jazz and... Where was I? Oh, guys, I've lost where I was. Oh, jazz and blues. Yeah. Influence on so much stuff. If you talk about, like, old rock and roll music, that was really influenced by blues. Like, a lot of the riffs from that were, like, from the 12-bar blues. A lot of people are hyping up Busta Rhymes here. I might have to, listen to some of his stuff. Abby says, hey Diva, welcome back. Oh, hello, I presume that you're in the live chat now. And Tube Steak says their next album is so good, too crazy, 1 to 2 punch. I think if people really enjoy this album, I will 100% give their next album a listen. My plan was, if people really enjoyed this, was to like listen to the rest of their albums like on stream when I can. That might be like a little bit far in advance, but if people enjoy it, then I would love to do that. Socialist Tupac said, yeah, Jizza was not scared of the Def Jam crews and some shady criminals. Abby said, so sad, I'm too young for that to have been my club experience. Me too, girl. My club experience is mainly like, I don't know, either like modern music. I love when they put on like music from when I was growing up, like the 2000s to like 2016 was like sort of like the best kind of music. Which is kind of what I hear when I go to the club. I don't actually go out a lot. The last time I went out was like February. And I'm not really a big drinker. Honestly, I've just been enjoying my time, like, been at home. Honestly, I've seen sometimes, like, I just want to say I don't have anything against people who want to go out and drink. Like, if you enjoy that, that's, you know, you do you. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm so excited to sit down and play my DS tonight. Little nerd over here. Riley said, yes, he was 5'3" and called himself the funky diabetic, which he died from. That's actually kind of so sad, though. Like, I know he's making a joke out of what he has, which I guess is a good thing, but it's so sad that he died from that. Louise says, turning the tables. Great reactions there too, lol. Thank you. That's the name of them. Turning the tables. Yeah, great reaction channel. Speaking on, like, reaction channels, right? Something I find, like, kind of strange is, like, in the past, whenever I had other YouTube channels, I've often watched a lot of people within that niche do YouTube videos, but when it's come to, like, this whole reaction channel, I don't actually watch many, if any, reaction channels. Like, sometimes I watch Turning the Tables, very irregularly, but that's literally about it. And I think it's because I want to try and keep these videos as, like, authentic as possible. Sometimes I might watch a channel just to see, like, how they set things up, if that makes sense. But I think it's nice to kind of keep this channel as authentic to me, I guess. Quality Handle said, hello, what part of England are you from, if you don't mind sharing? I will share this on stream because I don't think many people are, like, watching. But I'm from, like, the northeast of England. That is the part of the UK that I am from. Abby said, don't expect you to reply to everything, don't worry, completely fair. Thank you, I appreciate that. Sometimes I get stressed out and I'm like, oh my god, I need to reply to every single person. But I'm glad I'm glad that you appreciate the fact that I don't have to. Socialist Tupac said that 1991 is a pretty old album, hip-hop, rap years, lol. So the production of this is brilliant for sure. I fully agree with that. I often think this is something that you have to take into account when you listen to music, is like how long ago it was produced, because stuff that you could make today in like 5 minutes, you know, even going back maybe it's like 10 years ago, would have probably taken so much longer to make. Socialist Tupac said often, what the heck? Socialist Tupac also said, you'll probably notice a pattern happening with black artists, musical artists and rappers dying young. Yeah, I think that often happens. Same with like Juice WRLD, XXX Tentacion, like even like the new wave sort of rappers. It's so sad that it happens, and especially during the most violent era in the 90s until early 2000s. Yeah, I know, it's just, I just think it's so sad at how stuff like that happens. Same with the Beatles, isn't it, with like John Lennon, how someone killed him. Low Life is Forever said, oh my god, is off the album Midnight Marauders. I think if I'm right, that's the next album in their albums. I really want to listen to that too. Simon Wright says, Native Tongues, TCQ Jungle Brothers and De La Soul, soulful and lyrical excellence. Yeah, I really enjoyed the album when I listened to that. Abby said, I do love a bit of White Girl 2000s, 2010 bops. Honestly, I love it too. I have a full playlist on my Spotify that is just dedicated to like the songs that I heard when I was growing up, like Rihanna, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, even though, you know, some of them are still relevant now, Katy Perry, you know, just all that kind of good music. 20 says, ever heard of La Roe? LaRoux? No, I actually haven't. Abby says, yeah, I don't drink either, and I love staying in, playing DS lol. 23, but still 12 at the heart, apparently. Hey, yo, Abby, you're the exact same age as me. I'm also 23. And I gotta say, yep, I'm still 12 at the heart. Still. I feel as though, right, when you're someone who doesn't really go out drinking, you're either, like, really, really young, or you feel like an old soul, if that makes sense. Like, at the moment, I'm reading A Count of Monte Cristo. That book has like 1,200 and something pages in it. I'm about halfway through. I'm getting there. I'm getting through it. And honestly, I've like been really enjoying it, but I do feel like a little old soul just like sitting on my bed and like on a Saturday night, like just sitting there reading it. Purist Mayhem says, can't watch the stream because of Weebut. I hope you have a nice day and enjoy some new tunes. I'm not sure what Weebut is, but thank you, I appreciate your comment. Oh, because of work. I see a little correction there. Hey, honestly, don't worry, the stream is always up on my page permanently after I've done it, so you're welcome to watch it at any time. And I'll also be doing a video of like a chopped down version of this, so you can enjoy it too. Socialist 2-Pack said, yeah, that's even better. We're here for you, Amy. You don't need to read all the comments. You can choose what you want to read, lol. Your own channel. Thank you, I appreciate that. Cranlow Music says, you're so cool. Remember this album was early 90s, so might have some problematic. Yeah, I recommend Moment of Truth album by Gangster. Yeah, I think this is something that I always try and keep in mind as well when I do listen to like older albums, is sometimes I remember that some words that are used which are not appropriate to use now, especially the R slur. Sometimes I've noticed that can come up in older music, but it's not something that, you know, is appropriate to use now. But, you know, going back years ago, people just use that word in everyday language. So I do have to keep that in mind. Abby says, no way, age twins, LMAO, I'm from the UK too. Nice. The UK is interesting, to say the least. It's a very interesting place to live. You know, anyone can interpret that any way that they want. Socialist 2-Pack said, he's very talented, but you should definitely listen to 2-Pack, J. Cole, Lupe Fiasco and Nas's albums first, then Buster. Okay, I've actually been getting really into J. Cole at the moment. I remember, I think I listened to him like a few years back when I was first getting into rap music, and his stuff wasn't really for me. But then this friend Tom, who I'm on about, he's going to see J. Cole when he comes to England in October, November time, I'm not sure when it is. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to start listening. I'm going to start listening to J. Cole more. And I've been really getting into a lot of his stuff more. Francisco said, Blondie was the band, not the girl. The girl is Debbie Harry. Thank you, my friend. I didn't know if Blondie was like the name of the band or if that was the person's name. Abby said, interesting is the word. Bit chaotic place to live right now. I have to agree. It is. It's very interesting, and I think depending on where you stand politically, really depends your opinion on England. And just to keep things brief, I don't want to get too much into politics, but I'm not really enjoying living here right now. But you know, anyways, we'll move on from politics. Alpha 60 said, Miss Harry started out in a folk band. That's actually pretty cool. I don't really listen to folk music much, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's one of those genres, it's the same as country. Like, I find myself, those are like some of the genres that I just don't really entertain. Like, every now and then I'll go to country music, but it's not something that I listen to much. Socialist 2-Pack says, I also prefer playing video games to going out for drinks, to be honest. I have much more fun with my PlayStation and games from my PC. Like, we can drink without having to go excessively expensive place. Yeah, I think I don't know, I think it's one of those things. I do sometimes enjoy going out because I think it's like nice to be social with my friends and go out and drink. But then also sometimes it's just like I just don't want to do that. Like sometimes I just want to be social without feeling like the need to drink. I know Tom Holland actually spoke about this, and this is one of the reasons why he decided to not drink alcohol anymore, is because he tried to stay away from feeling as though he needed alcohol as like a social lubricant. He just wanted to enjoy socializing without feeling as though he needed alcohol. Riley said, the 90s is described as the golden era for hip-hop, so there are a lot of classic albums from that time. Yeah, I have found when listening to a lot of hip-hop music, like MF Doom, Wu-Tang Clan, these guys, A Tribe Called Quest, seems to be like all from the 90s, so I think it's a really exciting time to listen to music. So I feel like I can see something at my window, I don't know. Cheddar Man says, do you plan on diving into more electronic music? I like the Daft Punk Justice vids. You know what, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think I'm going to listen to much more electronic music. I enjoyed it while I listened to it, but, again, being very honest, Daft Punk and Justice are not albums that I've gone back to listen to. Like, Justice, I haven't listened to that since the week of the reaction video, and Daft Punk I haven't really listened to much either. If people really want me to listen to more, I of course will, but from personal preference, it's not something that I plan on going back to. Okay, Abby says, I've got to go now. Enjoy the rest of the stream all, and I'll catch up later. Thank you very much for joining, Abby. You can always watch this later when you fancy, or you can watch just the cut down version. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Let's continue on now. I think it's time to listen to more songs. The next song that we're going to be listening to is Verses from the Abstract.
I had a dream about my man last night. And my man came by the studio. And his name is...
We're literally just talking about Busta Rhymes.
Effect. Shaheed is in effect. Phife Didog is in effect. Check it out and give me my spec. I'm moving, yes I'm moving, cause my mouth is on the motor. Use the coast in the morning to avoid
I don't know what to pay attention to.
I'm the funky abstract brother.
The bass, the guitars.
Undercover. Once had a fetish for some booty. Now I'm getting funky in my rapping, that's my duty. Brothers tend to jock on the style in particular. If you got the ego like some brothers, then I'll get with you. But if I don't pursue, then I just don't give a. My motto in the 90s is be happy making ducks. Girls love the gym because it causes crazy friction. When it goes up in, it fluctuates the addiction. I still understand the oof, cause that's what I'm at for. I'm hooked on the swing, so just call me the music whore. Women love the voice, brothers dig the lyrics. Quest the people's choice, we thriving for the spirit. If you can't hear it, then get the wax utensils. Write my rhyme straight up, don't get with no fancy stencil. The rhymes be getting sweet, we stay away from talk. A perfectionist at work, perking up the art. If you want to battle, I suggest you check your clock. Your demise is coming up, and I want your man to watch. Be the prime example, a deeper still the sample. Insignificance, here I place you on the mantle. Born up in Harlem, reside now in Jamaica. The girl I used to rock, her mom's was a Quaker. And what does that make her? The evil money taker, the crazy move faker. I use that to break her. Phife is in the house. Uncle Mike is in the house. Bob Power is in the house. Tim Latham is in the house. Wise Men is in the house. The Brand Noobs is in the house. The JBs, they in the house. And J Lock, they
De
in
La
the
Soul.
house. I must regroup my thoughts and kick the next verse for my people. Please don't be deceived by the ugly sights of evil. The world is kinda cold and the rhythm is my blanket. Wrap yourself up in it. If you love it, then you'll thank it. Don't move
The
to
rhymes.
rebuttal. Wave your hand for action. Some women in the 90s want more than satisfaction. They want keys and G's and all those illy things. If you want to, I'll show you just what the app can bring. I keep a tight net with my brothers Ken and Kenny. If the question is of rhymes, then I'll tell you I got plenty. The thing that men and women need to do is stick together.
Facts.
Progressions can't be made if we're separate forever.
Facts.
I hook this funky beat with the loop and the feature. picture is the funky singing by Miss Vinia Mojica. So listen, because the quest is led through the underground. My people have been oppressed too long, no more will we be down. People tend to riff cause they don't know the mental. People tend to bug cause the beats are hard but gentle. Afro candle lurks through the body of this youngin'. Play like Bobby Bird on your back and you're coming to the house of the jazz, of the funk, of the rhythm. All the goods are welcome, but if you're a villain, I'll just wait and debate. Contemplate your arrival. If flexing is your motive, then you don't like survival. The abstract is speaking, the heartbeats is reaching to black and Puerto Ricans cause they're butt naked streaking through the ever murky streets of the urbanized areas. Blasting out the speakers is the hip hop hysteria. Craig is in the house. Pete Rock is in the house. CL is in the house. Ultra Mag is in the house. Nice and Smooth is in the house. Big Daddy Kane is in the house. Beat Nuts is in the house. Special Ed is in the house. Yeah. And this one goes out to my man. Thanks a lot, Ron Carter. On the bass, yes, my man Ron Carter is on the bass. And check it out. Going into the 91 decade, up and until the 2000 decade, you gotta say, the quest is on. And goddamn it, that's the quest is on. And we out. Let me tell you about the snakes, the fakes, the lies, the highs, and all of these industries.
I just need a moment, because the transition, I was just not expecting a really hard beat to come in. One moment, guys, let's just...
Hey, goddamn it, that's the quest is on, and we out. Let me tell you about the snakes, the fakes, the lies, the highs, all of these industry shingdings. Where you see the pretty girls.
God
in the
damn.
high animated world. Checking for a rapper with all the dough. If you take a shit, they want to know. And if you're gonna fall, they won't be around, y'all. So you still wanna do the show business? And you think that you got what it takes? I mean, you really gotta rap and be all that. And prepare yourself for the breaks. Check it out. Do you wanna be in the business?
The business.
Oh,
Downs with the hoes.
the business.
Getting fronted on at shows.
The business. People gotta stick their nose.
The business.
Yo, I gotta speak on the cesspool. It's the rap industry and it ain't that cool. Only if you're on stage or if you're speaking to your people. Ain't no one you equal, especially on the industry side. Don't let the games just glide right through your fingers. You gotta know the deal, so Lord Jamal speak, because
We're
you're
giving
real.
you the business and putting on a show. You're $1 million man that ain't got no dough, but you gotta hope. Tickets backstage to a show. Sedated, and at that fact they elated. Time pass and your ass say, where's my loot? The reply is a kick in the ass from a leg in a boot. All you wanna do is taste the fruit, but in the back to make a fruit juice. You ask for slack and wanna get cut loose from the label, not able, cause you sign at the table for a pretty cash advance. Now they got a song and dance that you didn't recoup. More soup with your meal, cause this is the real when you get a record deal. And I say,
Oh, shucks. Look what the cat hauled in. It's Fife Dog from a Tribe Called Quest. Let me begin like
Stop.
Jay-Z. I got so much trouble on my mind about these no talent artists getting signed. They can't rhyme. And if that ain't bad, you got bootleggers going out like suckers. Motherfuckers, feel it's time that I let loose the lion. And if not that, then I'll commence the head flying. Seems you're 91, everybody wanna rhyme, and then you go and sell my tape for only $5.99. Please, nigga, I worked too hard for this. No more will I take the booty end of the stick. Bogus brothers making albums when they know they can't hack it, cause their lyrics is played like 8-ball jackets. They'll tell me I can't tear it up. Go get yourself some toilet paper cause your lyrics is butt. Do you wanna be in the business?
the business can't walk straight line. In the
Some of these
business.
guys can't rhyme. And
Hey yo, I'm trying to get mine.
The business.
The party scene is cool, but then again, it's all the same. You see the same faces, but at different places. When you're up and riding high, everything is pousy. Get $1 million and all the skins give you hugs. Well, that's cool, I can dig it. It really ain't my bag. Prefer the max on the side. I let my pants sag. Oh, he's a cutie. Yeah, real cute, but I wasn't that cute when I didn't have no loot. Although I hit a pound of herbs, I'm still nice with the verbs. So fuck what you heard. The born cipher master makes me think much faster. But critics still continue to plaster my name and discredit my fame. All that shit is game, and I don't really give a damn. Eat from the tree of life and throw away the verbal ham.
Well, excuse me, I gotta add my 2 cents in. Don't be alarmed. The rhyme was condensed in a matter of minutes, so it must be told. All that glitter's not gold. Everybody wants a deal. Help me make a demo. See my name in bright lights. Ride around in a limo. My mom keeps beefing.
Boy, get a job.
But I wanna make jams, damn I know I'll slam. Huh, well it's not that easy. You gotta get a label that's willing and able to market
True.
and promote. And you better hope
For what?
that the product is dope. Take it for diamond. It's like
Facts.
climbing. When it comes to rhyming, you gotta put your time in. Get a good lawyer so problems won't pile. You don't wanna make a pitch that's wild.
Oh. Down. Oh.
Let me flaunt the style. I think that the time's near that we drop studs. There won't be no duds here. Rappers play the dumb. Kinda on the space tip, but when they hear the jam, they be on the dills, Nick. Now I'm not frontin' rock. I know the territory. Go ahead and try. That's a different story. Similar to Grim, I could tell a better one. All about a kid who couldn't rap and didn't run. Stands on the side where the mic is getting done. Resorts to begging Billy, asking could he have some? No, never ever. Go back and try again, man. If you come back, I'll be the first to shake your hand. Competition's good. It brings out the vital parts, the abstract, poetic, majors in recital arts. Do it for the kids, the elders and the rap peers. We know the job is done. When we hear a lot of cheers, gotta feel the vibe. Word from my creation. If the hands clap, I'm filled with elation. Here I am, ghetto, full with a lot of steam. I think I gotta scream. Cause that's how good it feels, child. Let your head down. So we could get buck wild, do your ill dance. Don't think about the next
The
man.
drums
We
feel a bit
unity.
different in this song than the last one. In a good way.
We must stick together. See, I like to take this time to say what's up to Cool G. The name is Q-Tip, the Midnight Marauder. Give enough respects to Africa Bambaataa as a man in the world.
I was not ready for that bass.
Take care of Mama Do. I won't resort to Rob. Bob, you get your dough. Mace is my witness. Obsessed with the rap, but it's the mental fitness, like shooting CeeLo. And always hitting head cracks. The industry is luck. Winning with the fake raps. Peace to the crews who pump the real hip hop, not selling out. From hard rock to this jock.
I don't know what to say, but here I go freaking. If the papes come, then you know I'll seek it. I'm just a short brother, dark skin face, weigh a $150, 36 waist. Hair is crazy curly, foot like Mr. Furley. To this day, I still believe that no MC can serve me. Brothers try to front, but everybody know.
Nope.
I get more props than the Arsenio Hall, so party animal I was. But now I chill at home. All I do is write rhymes, eat, drink, shit, and bone. Found my thrill in Amityville. I'm always in the island, fudging lucky know the time. They know who keeps me smiling. Go out on my own, something that I gotta do. Do what the hell I want and have no one to listen to. I'm prompt with my business and I do things on the double. Yo, I'm out like Buster Douglas. I say peace to MC Trouble. Rest in peace.
Word up, rest in peace. And you know what else? We got the vibe. All the people in Long Island, we got the vibe. Brooklyn and Queens, we got the vibe.
Shout out to like the whole of New York right now.
State, we got the vibe. If you're in DC, we
Oh.
got the vibe. Maryland, Virginia, Carolina vibe.
Maybe it's just
Out west,
the whole of America.
in the Bahamas, we got the vibe. Over in Europe, you know what?
Shout out to Europe. Sick.
Of rap, I'm a fan. I've seen a whole lot of slumps, good with the girls. I get a whole lot of bumps from fat to skinny, Frida to Winnie, Emma to Cindy, Constance to Wendy. Cause I be real friendly, never on the snotty side. I don't brag to brothers about the little place I got. My vocal styles can vary. The sight is never scary, it's only legendary. My father well prepared me. My job ain't temporary. I'm here for the long shot. Better yet, the long term. I don't have a perm. In a way, I do. Call them the permanaps. I'm crazy, slap happy, and I'm scrappy, and I'm happy. When I get the mic in my hand with the crowd in the stand, it's as good as grand like that. Now I wanna say peace and dedicate this joint to MC Trouble and to Trouble T Roy and to Scott LaRock and to Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? This is for the slain rappers and the fallen rappers. You know what I'm saying? This is a special dedication, and also to my pops and also to Vinny's moms. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta keep it happy and keep the vibes going, cause this is vibes and stuff. And we out.
Oh, that bass there. I hope that comes back. That is sick. Oh. 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 Okay, I'm gonna pause it here and we can take a little look back on my phone now at the songs that we just listened to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're up to verses from the abstract. Let's go back.
About my man last.
Right. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm a little bit taken aback actually at how amazing this album is. Didn't really go in with any expectations other than the fact that my friend told me about them and he was like, you really need to listen to them. This is Tom, by the way. And so I was just like, yeah, I'll give it a listen at some point. And then a lot of people on the previous stream that I did, was it the Wu-Tang Clan one or the Nas one? Or was it both? It might have been both actually, but people were like, you really need to listen to A Tribe Called Quest. So I wrote it down on my little notes section. I've got a full like notes section on my app just dedicated all to YouTube, like video ideas, subscriber counts, just a bunch of different stuff. And so I whacked this on there and here we are now. So moving on to the verses from the abstract. So the beat for this song has a cool backstory. The group sampled a drum lick from Joe Farrell's jazz track Upon This Rock, but they didn't stop there. They also brought in jazz bassist Ron Carter to play live on the track. This mix of sampling and live instrumentation gives the song its distinctive jazz-infused hip-hop sound. That is actually so cool, actually getting a bassist in, that's sick. Let's hear. So, A Tribe Called Quest got jazz legend Ron Carter to play bass on this song. Apparently Ron was a bit hesitant at first. He even checked with his son to make sure the group wasn't involved in anything sketchy. Plus, he had one condition, no cursing in the song. The group agreed and Ron laid down those smooth bass lines that give the track its unique vibe. In the end, he was pretty impressed with their musical ideas. That's actually really nice, people coming together from different genres, being able to recognise just how good each other are. And this actually reminds me of the Nas song. I think it's the last song on Illmatic, and Michael Jackson said that he could sample, I think it was Human Nature, and Michael Jackson was just like, just one condition, just please don't swear.
Let me tell you about the snakes, the fakes, the lies, the highs, and all of these.
So I just gotta enjoy that. That is a sick instrumental. It's so good. So, did you know that Show Business by A Tribe Called Quest almost didn't make it onto this album? Originally, the group recorded a track called Georgie Porgy, which was a collaboration with all three band members of Brand Nubian. However, the song contained homophobic lyrics, leading their label Jive Records to reject it. Thank God. Instead of scrapping the track entirely, A Tribe Called Quest reworked it into Show Business, a sharp critique of the music industry's explorative nature. Interestingly, Grand Puba of Brand Nubian was so upset about the original song's removal that he refused to participate in the re-recorded version, leaving only Lord Jamar and Sada X on the final cut. That's so sad. Just don't be homophobic. Oh, I just can't get over like how good the instrumental stuff is in these. Like, it's just kind of next level. Wait, did we listen to this song? I'm not sure. Wait, hang on.
Let me flaunt the style. I think hands clap, clap.
Go out on my own something.
Yeah, these two songs, Show Business and Vibes and Stuff, their instrumentals are like so hard, they're so good. So Phife Dawg brings his signature playful energy to the track, describing himself as a short brother, dark-skinned face, weigh a $150, 36 waist. This self-portrait adds a personal touch, allowing listeners to connect with him on a more intimate level. Yeah, honestly, I thought that bar was pretty sick, to be fair. In the song, Q-Tip emphasizes the need for unity in the hip-hop community, rapping "We must have unity and think of the bigger plan." This line underscores the group's belief that collaboration and togetherness are essential for the genre's growth and success. I fully believe this, not just within music, but within life. I think the more that we can get together and talk things out and listen to each other is one of the most important things ever, because I often find something that is really big, is a really big factor in dividing people is politics and religion. But I think oftentimes this applies to anyone within politics. We often don't listen to what the opposing side has to say, and I think instead of listening, we're more like talking, trying to get them onto our side. But I think we just all need to grow together rather than be so divided. In Vibes and Stuff, A Tribe Called Quest pays homage to hip-hop pioneers like Kool G Rap and Africa Bambaataa. By name-dropping these legends, they highlight the importance of respecting the roots of the genre and the artists who paved the way. The song concludes with a heartfelt dedication to fallen hip-hop artists like MC Trouble T-Roy, Scott LaRock, and Cowboy. This tribute serves as a reminder of the group's deep respect for their peers and the impact these artists had on the hip-hop community. The track's title, Vibes and Stuff, isn't just about good feelings, it's also a nod to the vibraphone, an instrument featured in the song's jazzy beat. This clever wordplay showcases the group's knack for blending musical elements with lyrical depth. That's really cool, actually. Vibes and Stuff, it's such a good name as well. I feel as though this name, Vibes and Stuff, is a very, 2026 thing to kind of say. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, we didn't get up to this song. Did I only listen to 3 songs? I must have. Yeah, I must have. Sorry, guys. I must have only listened to 3 songs. My bad. We'll listen... Guess I got to listen to, 5 songs next time. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll listen to 5 songs and then we'll leave the last 2 songs. Okay, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, sorry. Right, let us go back to the comments. I'm gonna put myself on full screen again. I realised part way through Verses from the Abstract that I had my full screen still on and I was like, no. Anyways, let's have a look. Louis says, I like the track Moment of Truth more, would tattoo the whole lyrics of that song, lol. That's actually so sick. Moment of Truth. That must be on another album, I think, because it's not on this little bit here. Socialist Tupac says, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I used to hate some of those Katy Perry songs. Hey, do you know what? Fair enough. I think, honestly, having different opinions within music is completely fine. I think music is one of those things where it's a good thing to have different tastes, because I think it can bring so many amazing genres together. Capo de Capi 3 says, looks like another hip hop community. What's up, y'all? Hello, welcome, my friend. Welcome in. Flat Pocky Music said we can't see Spotify, by the way. Thank you for telling me. Thankfully I remembered as well. But thank you for reminding me. Low Life is Forever says, Tupac, Nas, Cole, and Buster share similarities, but I like comparing apples to oranges. Yeah, I fully agree with that. I think a lot of genres can be very similar, where the music can perhaps be the same genre, but you can't really compare the artists because they all stand out in their own section. Luis says, so yeah, being at home is more safer in Brazil, lol. I think that might be in reference to when me, Abby, and Socialist Tupac were talking about going out, and I have been to Mexico before, and I don't want to compare Brazil and Mexico because they're two different countries. But when I went to Mexico, I remember that my friend, thankfully I was with my friend, so they, were telling me where it was safe to go and stuff. But I know sometimes in Mexico it can be unsafe as well, which I think it's honestly really sad that, even where you live, it can be unsafe. Oh. Sometimes I lose the comments, by the way, guys. It scrolls all the way down. Let's have a look. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. Someone asked, Capo, I'm going to call you Capo if that's okay, says, where is everyone from? There's people from Rio, in Brazil, Oklahoma, New York City, Harlem, Oklahoma, DC. Alpha said, presently the middle of nowhere, USA. Oh, I've always found it really funny. I have a few friends who are from America, and I love when they make fun of like how big their state is, and they're always like, I live in the middle of like a cornfield or something. 20 said, listen, experiences here are always dope. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Capo said she gets paid for reactions. Okay, so I think I'm going to be quite open about money and stuff on here. So I don't really get paid. I kind of do, but kind of don't get paid for reactions on YouTube because it's like copyrighted content. So if the video gets copyrighted, I will either not get any money, or YouTube does this thing now where it goes like in a sharings thing, so more of the money will go to the company that owns the music and a few pennies will come to me. I will get paid though if people leave like super chats. I've had people leave a $10 and a $5 super chat in the comments. I do get paid from that, but I mainly get paid from my Patreon. I created a Patreon to be able to not only, I guess, make a little bit of money, but also to provide like extra content for people who are interested in the channel, because on Patreon I can react to literally anything and it won't get like copyrighted or anything like that. So I created the Patreon so I could watch movies and do more like reaction stuff on there and not have to worry about getting copyrighted. So my Patreon is kind of like where I have free reign. Honestly, I haven't watched The Mandalorian from Star Wars before, so I kind of plan on maybe doing a series where I watch The Mandalorian on my Patreon. So if you would be interested in that, let me know. Oh, Louise says, love when the drum pauses for it to drop again. It happens a lot throughout this album. Yes, that is something that I have thoroughly enjoyed as well. That is one of my favourites. Capo says, she just vibing, doesn't break down anything. I do the breakdowns like after we've listened to a couple songs, purely just because, especially with it being on stream, I like to respond to comments, and I also know as well, looking at feedback from my comments, I think people prefer it when I listen to a couple songs and then do a breakdown of the song, rather than just keep on pausing in between songs, because I think sometimes it's nice to get a vibe of the album and then do a little bit of a breakdown, rather than just listen to... Hang on, brain's not working. Rather than just listen to one song and then do a little bit of a breakdown. Louise says, album too good. Hell, yes, it is so good. Low Life is Forever said, new subscriber off the strength of this stream. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Nice to have a new person in here. Louise says, love the echo of the voices in this track. Yeah, I love that. Like when, I don't know, what was it called? The Reaction or something? I can't remember, but there was like a lyric where they said it and then like, say it was like the reaction, it was like the reaction. I thought it was so cool. Grace, my friend, says, oh my god, hi Amy, can only stop for a sec, but I've been wanting you to hear this album. Oh my god, keep your ear out for the remaining songs. Check the Rhyme, Jazz, What, and Scenario. Those songs are so goated. Have we got these to go? Check the Rhyme, Jazz, What. Oh, we've got these songs coming up next. Okay, I'm super excited. Welcome in, Grace. Can only stop for a sec. That's all good, my friend. I appreciate you leaving a comment. Flat Pocky says, very interested on what you think of the next track. I presume that this is the one that we've gotten here, which is Infamous Date. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous to listen to that because I don't know what the lyrics are going to be about. Low Life is Forever says, I rock with a lot of different genres, but have a soft spot for my jazz, rap fusions. It balances out my thuggishness, lol. Honestly, fair enough. I think I'm the same. Like, there's so many genres that I listen to. I would say, like, I have a soft spot for, like, pop punk, because that's kind of, like, the genre that I grew up with. Music from, like, 5 Seconds of Summer is my favourite band of all time. I've talked about this before. I kind of grew up with them, and then they kind of got me into like Blink-182, Green Day, Good Luck Charlotte, All Time Low. So I think I have a little bit of a soft spot for them. Grace says, also love the side bang action. Your hair looks so cute. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It needs getting cutting. Look, guys, literally look how long the fringe is now. Like, this, it's not manageable. I can't, there's no way that I can practically have this. Let's have a look. People are talking about this artist called Griselda. I've never heard of them before. It's a rap group. You guys are giving me so many good recommendations here, thank you. Low Life is Forever said, I could name a lot of gangster rappers in music. It's a norm for me. I don't know if I could list a lot of, like, gangster rappers. I, like, kind of just somewhat recently in the past few years got into rap music. So, Flat Pocky Music says here that Nas Michael Jackson samples story isn't true, by the way. It was all just sort of rumours that spread around. Oh, didn't actually know that. That Nas song that I speak of is called It Ain't Hard to Tell. Thank you. Louis said, can't hear this album without putting a stank face. The beats are goated. Yeah, honestly, the whole time I've just been like... A Capo says, I only know one politic and that's humanity. Very true, my friend. Very true. I think it's sad that politics can be quite dividing. Oh, this is really interesting. Low Life is Forever said, Q-Tip did a bit of production on Nas's Illmatic. Check out One Love, Nas featuring Q-Tip. Thank you, my friend. I didn't actually know that. Cran Low Music says, modern hip-hop classics, Below the Heavens by Blue, B by Common, Mona Lisa by Joel Ortiz, Boy Meets World by Fashawn, Master Ace, A Long Hot Summer, O Jeans, Grey This Week Woman Rapper. Thank you. I'll take a little screenshot of that, actually. Yeah. Capo says, where are you from yourself? I am from England, my friend. And he also, they also says, few pennies for an American sounds too funny, I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys would say, like, a few cent. That's what you guys would say, a few cent. Yeah, I make a little bit of dollar, a little bit of cash, a little bit of cent. That feels really weird to say as a British person, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, some like British slang that we have for money is, so our currency is called like pounds, and then like the smaller coins, like the cents, are called like pennies, and then some slang that we have for money is cash, quid, like £1, you would say, oh, that's a quid, or if it was £4, you'd say, oh yeah, that's 4 quid. What else do we say is like slang for money? Pennies. Pennies though isn't really slang. It's like actual, like you would say, oh, this is 1 penny, this is 1 pence kind of thing. I'd say mainly like quid is like the biggest slang that we have. Someone says low key, we need an early Eminem reaction. You know, I've actually really been wanting to do an Eminem reaction. A lot of people have been asking us, do I listen to Eminem? Like, even my friends from work have been asking, like, have you listened to Eminem? I actually haven't listened to any Eminem before, so I think that could definitely be on the list. My friend Jason says, you sound like you're from Leeds area. I'm from up north, not from Leeds. I'm from, like, the northeast of England. Kamotabi 58. Sorry, my friend, I don't know how to say her name. Says, I'm skint is funny. Yes, skint's like, I mean, I guess it is to do with money, but when you say I'm skint, it just means that you're broke and like you don't have any money. Kind of like a funny way of putting it, I guess. Also, guys, we're going to continue on with the next part of the song. So this next song is Infamous Date. That word. Right, we're going to go back to the start and listen.
Classic example of a date. Classic example of a date rape. Classic example of a date. Classic example of a date.
As much as
Listen to the rhyme, it's a black ink fat. Percentile rate, a date rape is flat. This is all due to the reason of the season. You got the right picking, but you're in the wrong season. If you're in the wrong season, that means you gotta break. Especially if a squad tries to cry out rape. You be all vexed cause you got it going on. You don't wanna fight because you know that you're wrong. So instead you rest your head on the arm of the couch, envisioning your head of a great sex bout. Worthy opponent, all you wanna do is bone it. You ask, can you kick it? She says you can't stick it. This is the case, the situation is sticky. Should you try to kiss or hint towards a hickey? Not even. You can ask Steven if the vibe ain't right. You're leaving. Hit the road, Jack, and all of that. But if she offers her a bowl, you drop your load. Right smack dab in the middle. Get the kitten, I got crazy tender fiddles.
You know the science, you get buck wild. Running Mac games as if your name was Scott Skiles. Or better yet, Magic, or even Karl Malone. Regardless who it is, your aim is to bone. If she tries to front, that's when you start to diss her. If she's with the program, that's when you start to kiss her. Might as well get to the point. No time to waste, might as well break the ice. Then set the pace. You start to talk nasty, now she's ready to bone. Step out of the shower, throw on cologne. All of a sudden, her shoe walls tumble down like Jericho. She's hotter than me, Shaq, Chirac, and Abednego. You listen to after 7, break fool after 10. Do your thing at 12 o'clock, and when you go again, there goes round 1, ding, there goes round 2. Now tell me what the are you supposed to do? What do you know? When the me I was completed, girly girl cried, wait, yo, I didn't really need it.
Sweetheart, you ain't going out like that. Sweetheart, you ain't going out like that. Sweetheart, you ain't going out like that. Zulu, you ain't going out like that. Zulu, you ain't going out like that. Now baby, bust it if you wanna groove. Me and you could do it. It will be the move. I won't cry over spilt milk if you won't let me take you to the hilt. I don't wanna own you that much that I would go for the unforbidden touch. I'm not the type that would go for that. I'll have to fetch a brand new cat. Baby, 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 I don't wanna be rude, but I know the
I'm not 100% sure on the lyrics yet, but the instrumentation is good.
It usually happens on the 28th day. I respect that crazily. When you're done with the past, can you come check me? This ain't a joint to disrespect you, because one head ain't better than two. Check it out, it's a classic example of a date.
Okay, I want to actually do a bit of research on this song before moving on. I want to have a look. So, what is... what's the song called? What is... Because I couldn't tell if the song was like A Tribe Called Quest calling out people who you know, who rape women, I guess anyone really. I couldn't tell if the song was them calling out those people and been like, you know, you shouldn't do this, or if it was them talking about doing it. I couldn't really tell. Let's have a look. So the infamous Date Rape by A Tribe Called Quest is about consent, respecting boundaries, and rejecting sexual assault. The track addresses the importance of mutual respect in relationships. Okay, that sounds like a good thing. The meaning of consent. Q-Tip and Phife Dawg rap about knowing when a partner is not interested. They stress that if a person says no or the vibe isn't right, a man must leave and accept the boundaries rather than force himself on someone. Love that. Rejecting coercion. The song critiques men who ignore consent or get angry when denied. The group makes it clear that they do not support forcing intimacy, declaring that they would rather walk away than commit an unforbidden touch. Okay, again, great. Mutual respect. The track ends with a message that a healthy romantic encounter requires two people to agree and respect each other, summarising that one head ain't better than two. Oh, love that. Okay, this sounds like a good meaning. This is what I wanted the song to be about. The song is promoting like consent, which, okay, I'm very, very happy, very happy to see that song was about, because like I said, the instrumental was so good, but I didn't know if it was appropriate me kind of like vibing to a song that I wasn't 100% sure on the lyrics of. But okay, now that I know what it's about, great song. And any men, any women, anyone, any person in this chat, consent is really, really important in any relationship, any friendship, anything, any situation. Consent is always so important. Even though this is like a music reaction channel, I do like to talk about like real world stuff as well, because I think sometimes music can be a great place to escape, but I feel like sometimes we don't actually realise that there can be a lot of deeper meanings and deeper talks within music where it does mention real world stuff. So this is a great song. I don't know, I'm actually really glad that that's what the song's about. So we're going to go with Check the Rhyme next, and we're going to listen to the next few songs. God damn. Okay. Damn.
Back in the days on the boulevard I landed, we used to kick routines and the presence was fitting. It was I, the abstract.
I kicked the mad style, so step off the Frankfurter.
Yo, friend, you remember that routine? That way used to make spiffy like Mr. Clean.
A tidbit, a smidgen. I don't get the message, so you got to run the pigeon.
You're on point five.
Oh.
Time tip.
You're on point five.
All the time tip.
You're on point five.
All the time tip.
So then grab the microphone and let your words rip.
Now here's a funky introduction of how nice I am. Tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram. I'm like an energizer cause you see I last long. My crew is never
Battery lyric.
Cause we stand strong. Now if you say my style is whack, that's where you're dead wrong. I slay that body and El Segundo, then push it along. You'll be a fool to reply the fight is not the man. Cause you know and I know that you know who I am. A special shout out piece goes out to all my pals, you see. And a middle finger goes for all you punk MCs. Cause I love it when you whack MCs despise me. They get vexed, I will next, cause none can test me. I'm just a fly MC who's 5'3" and very brave.
This guy loves mentioning how tall he is.
I come correct and full effect of all my holes in check. And before I get the butt, the gym must be a wreck. You see, my aura's positive, I don't promote no junk. See, I'm far from a bully and I ain't a punk. Extremity of rhythm, yeah, that's what you heard. So just clean out your ears and just check the word.
Check the rhyme, y'all. Check the rhyme, y'all. Check the rhyme, y'all. Check the
Okay. God damn.
On the boulevard of Linden, we used to kick routines and the presence was fitting. It was I, the Viper.
And me, the abstract. The rhymes were so rumpin' that the brothers wrote the Zach.
Hey yo, Tip, do you recall when we used to rock those fly routines on your cousin's block?
Let me see. Damn, I can't remember. I received the message and you will play the sender.
You're on point, Tip.
All the time, Five.
You're on point, Tip.
Yeah.
All the time, 5.
You're
on point tip. All the time, 5.
So play the resurrector
Yeah.
and give the dead some life.
Okay, if knowledge is the key, then just show me the lock. Got the scrawny legs, but I move just like Lou Brock with speed. I'm agile, plus I'm worth your while. 100% intelligent black child. My opera presentation sizzles the retina. How far must you go to gain respect? Well, it's kinda simple, just remain your own, or you'll be crazy, sad, and alone. Industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady. So kids, watch your back, cause I think they smoke crack. I don't doubt it. Look at how they act. But off the better things like a hip hop forum. Pass me the rock and I'll score 'em with decorum and proper. What you say, hammer? Proper. Rap is not pop. If you call it that, then stop.
God damn. Whew. That was so good. Holy.
Everything is fair when you're living in the city. Everything is fair
Ooh.
when you're living in the city. Everything is fair when you're living in the city. Everything is fair when you're living in the city. Everything is fair when you're living in the city. Everything is fair when you're living in the city.
Look at Miss Elaine, who runs the fast lane. Barely knows her name, struck by her fame. She just got a Benz, she rides with her friends. Gotta keep a beeper in her purse to make ends. Rolling down the block, checking out the spots. She winks at the cops, always give her props. She knows she's the woman, can't nobody touch her. Hangs with the elite, makes her papes from the gutter. Tried to make my moves in Miss Elaine, she called me young boy. Told her not to diss me, I just wants to be your love toy. You young boy, my love toy, I doubt that very highly. Just because you rhyme don't means I let you try me. Business oriented, egos never dented. Always sweet scented, if it's business she meant it. Distractions never hurt, always did the work. Always was alert, she never got jerked. Queen of the feats, thrive to compete. Love the funky beats while she drove down the street. She was justified, couldn't get a job. Had to feed her family, so she had to play the mob. Pulling out the ooh-wop, listening to doo-wop.
Doo-wop shout out.
Don't have to say a word. That's all
Okay.
you heard.
Everything is fair when you're living in the city.
She's not a big kahuna, wish I met her sooner. Instead I met her later, my love is much greater. Put me on a roster, to rid her of imposters. And to sell the Buddha for the sexy drug ruler. Love is my motive, now I'm drug promotive. Plus I needed ducats to fill up my buckets. Supply me with the squeezy to make my life easy. Now I'm in some action for this fatal attraction. Don't you let me catch you if you join up in these bitches. And don't you even dare to plan a plot upon my riches. Cause if you play me out, I think I'll let you be. I'll be damned if I let
that a
another
bass?
try to gas me. I play my cards well, try to live swell for the G I was sell. Cause I was deep in hell, but then I really wasn't. She had a flock cousin who would give me booty on the side of my cutie. Elaine, she kinda knew that I would do the do, but she didn't care. I did my work with care, that's all that really mattered. My money never splattered, as long as she was paid. She was in the shade, you can't really blame her for holding on the flamer. Society taught her, but they didn't tame her. A 10-clip salute, honey, here's the truth. She will never stop until she reached the top, top.
Oh, I'm just, I'm speechless. I'm not ready for more. It's so good.
Stern, firm, and young with a laid
Oh.
back tongue. The aim is to succeed and achieve at 21, just like Ringling Brothers. Our days and astound. Captivate the mass cause the pros is profound. Do it for the strong, we do it for the meek. Booming in your booming in your booming in your Jeep or your Honda or your Beamer or your Legend or your Benz. The rave of the town to your foes and your friends. So push it along, trails we blaze. Don't deserve the gong, don't deserve the praise. The tranquility will make you unball your fists before we put hip hop on a brand new twist. A brand new twist with a whole heap of mystic. So low key that you probably missed it, but yet it's so loud that it stands in the crowd. When the guy takes the beat, they bowed. So raise up, squire, adjust your attire. We have no time to wallow in the mire. If you're on a foreign path, then let me do the lead. Join in the essence of the cool out breed. The cool out to the music cause it makes you feel serene with the birds and the bees and all those groovy things like getting stomach aches when you gotta go to work or staring into space when you're feeling berserk. I don't really mind if it's over your head cause the job of resurrectors is to wake up the dead. So pay attention, it's not hard to decipher, and after the horns you can check out the Viper.
Competition, them try to come sideways, but competition, them must come straight way. Competition, them try to come sideways, but competition, they must come straight way. How's about that? It seems like it's my turn again.
That was sick.
Over the years, my mic has been my best friend. I know some brothers wonder, can Piper really kick it? Some even wanna diss me, but why sweat it? I'm all into my music cause that's how I make tapes. Try to make hits like Kid Capri makes tapes. Me sweat another, I do my own thing. Strictly hardcore tracks, not a new jack swing. I grew up as a Christian, so to God I give thanks. Collect my banks, listen to Shabba Ranks. I sing and chat, I do all of that. It's 1991 and I refuse to come back. I take off my hat to other crews that tend to rock, but the low end theory's here. It's time to wreck shop. I got Tip and Shaw, so whom shall I fear? Stop, look, and listen, but please don't stare. Suggest to the store and buy the LP on Drive RCA, cassettes and CDs, produced and arranged by the four-man crew. And oh shit, Skeff Anselm, he gets props too. Make sure you have a system with some fat house speakers so the new shit can rock from Boston Master Pequa. Cause where I come from, quality is job one, and everybody up on Linden know we get the job done. So peace to that crew, and peace to this crew. Bring on the tour, we'll see you at a theater nearest you.
Hey yo, but wait, back it up. Easy, back it up. Please let the abstract embellish on the cut. Back and forth just like a cameo song. If you dig this joint, then please come dance along to the music cause it's done just for the mind. Now I gotta scat and get mine. Underline the jazz. The what? The jazz to move that ass for the tribe originates. That feeling up his ass. It's a universal sound. Bless the brothers on the ground in the 1-6 below. You didn't have to
No, if this is this or this.
I'm eccentric cause I once had an orgy, and sometimes for breakfast I eat grits and porgies. If this is a stinker, then call me a skunk. I ask. Now check it out, all my peoples in Queens, you don't stop. Now all my peoples in Brooklyn, you don't stop. And all my peoples uptown, you don't stop. That includes the Bronx and Harlem, you don't stop. Now to that girl Ramel, you don't stop. I said because ladies first, you don't stop. And to the JBs, you don't stop. And De La Soul,
Shout out.
you don't stop. And to my brand Nubians, you don't stop. And to my leaders of the new, you don't stop. And to my man Large Professor, you don't stop. Rock for the beat, you don't stop. Everybody in the place, you don't stop. You keep it on to the rhythm, you don't stop. And last but not least, on the short shot, it's the Zulu Nation.
Sick.
Do you know the importance of a sky pager?
Oh!
Those who don't believe, see you lay behind. Got a sky pages on all the time. Hurry up and get yours, cause I got mine. Especially if you do shows, they come in fine. If you're with the G and you're sipping wine, eating cacciatore with a twist of lime. Gotta meet your lover at 8:45. Joint vibration, then you get your hind.
If you get your hind, then mine's is next. The S of Sky page really stands for sex. Beat was going off like Don Trump gets checks. Keep my bases loaded like the New York Mets. At times I miss the pager so you don't get vexed. Having bad days like a voodoo hex. Conceptually, a pager is so complex that I be standing on the verge, ready to flex.
This is so hard. Oh, that's sick.
Welcome to the Blue Sky Pager. Welcome to the Blue Sky Pager. Welcome to the Blue Sky Pager. To use Skype. Enter telephone number or other numeric message.
The batteries a user called Duracell. They last for 3 weeks, so they do me well. Don't be going through no phases, my joint stays on. 24/7 from dusk till dawn. If you're in Costa Rica on a sunlit beach, you grieve for the Viper, I can't be reached. A number of importance, I just put it on lock. You leave for 69, that means you want some.
People tend to think that a page is foul. Well, it kinda is, cause it makes me scowl. But it really hurts when you're on the prowl. Brothers know it hurts when you're on the prowl. Grabbing on my joint cause I'm an eager owl. Get paged by a G or a business pal. My shit is overflowing, it won't allow another page. So I'll just end this now.
Message sent. Thank you for calling SkyPager.
That was sick. Holy moly. I'm going to leave it for the last two songs because I think that would be quite a fun thing to do. As per usual, guys, we're going to go back onto Spotify on the phone. I really wish that this whole like about section was here on Spotify. A great place to add it would just be in this little section here, but unfortunately it's not for now, so just gotta live with it. We were up to this song here. I know we took a little look on Google at what the song was about, but I just want to see if Spotify has anything else to say. Okay, it literally has nothing. Okay. Let's have a look at Check the Rhyme. So, the music video for Check the Rhyme was filmed on the roof of a dry seat cleaning business in St. Albans, Queens, right in the neighbourhood where Tribe Called Quest grew up. That's so cool. This spot at the corner of 192nd, St. and Linden Boulevard became iconic for fans after Five Dogs passing in 2016. A mural was painted on the building to honour his legacy. Oh, that's so sweet. Check the Rhyme was the lead single from their second album, The Low End Theory, making a shift towards a more minimalist jazz-infused sound. This evolution helped solidify their place as pioneers in alternative hip-hop. Wait, is this their second album? I thought this was their first album. I'll get onto the other albums. The track samples Love Your Life by Average White Band, giving it that smooth, jazzy vibe. This fusion of jazz and hip-hop became a signature sound for the group, influencing countless artists who followed. I just want to say, guys, like, these past few songs that I have just listened to have been absolutely sick. Like, I don't even know, what did I think was good? Everything. I mean, Infamous Date Rape, great song talking about consent in that respect. Even the instrumentation on this was also insane. Check the Rhyme, I think I also really liked this. Everything is Fair, I think I also really liked. Jazz We've Got. Guys, you know, I think I'm just going to say I liked everything because I think that would be safe to say. Sorry, I'm just me vibing out again. Oh wait, I'm going to move this over because my face cam's in the bottom corner here, isn't it? So, did you know that Everything is Fair samples some classic tracks? The hook comes from Funkadelic's 1976 song Let's Take It to the People, and the drums are lifted from Willis Jackson's 1972 track Ain't No Sunshine. These samples add a rich, funky layer to the song's commentary on city life. While a Tribe Called Quest is known for their While a Tribe Called Quest is known for their jazz-infused beats, Everything is Fair takes a slightly different route. Produced by Skef Anselm, the track leans more into funk influences, showcasing the group's versatility in blending genres. Yeah, this was definitely more funky. That song was definitely more funky, wasn't it? And then we go straight back to jazz here, which is sick. So the music video for this song is pretty unique. It starts in black and white, following the group around New York City as they rap about jazz. Midway through, the video shifts into colour and transitions into their song Buggin' Out, marking one of the first times a music video featured a track cutting into its B-side. That's so sick. This song samples Green Dolphin Street by jazz organist Jimmy McGriff. This blend of jazz and hip-hop helped define the group's signature sound and solidified their place as pioneers of jazz rap. I didn't actually know I was going to enjoy jazz rap so much, but you've got me. I love it. So, this song was inspired by a beat from producer Pete Rock. Q-Tip recreated the beat for the track and even gives Pete Rock a shout out in the song's outro, rapping Pete Rock for the beat, You Don't Stop. This track is a standout from this album, which is often hailed as one of the greatest hip-hop albums ever. This album's fusion of jazz and rap with minimalist beats and deep bass lines set a new standard in the genre. Yeah, honestly, there's just so many things that I can't get over. The bass lines are amazing, the drums are so groovy, even like the guitars sometimes that they add when they add the guitars in are so amazing, the brass that's there, even their flow. Honestly, their flow is just so smooth.
Do you know the importance of a sky page?
Sky Pager. So, ever wonder about the sounds in Sky Pager? The track cleverly samples Sly and the Family Stone's advice for its drum beats and Eric Dolphy's 17 West for the bass line. This fusion of jazz and funk elements gives the song its unique groove, blending old school vibes with the hip hop of the time. I actually thought that this song as well, Sky Pager, I really liked the middle section, where there was just like a bunch of digital sounds, I guess you could call them. I thought that was super, super amazing. Okay, we're going to go back to the comment section now, and let's have a little look where we're up to. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm just having a... I didn't actually realise that a lot of people were watching this, so thank you so much. Let's have a look. Capo says, we got dough, bread, stacks, racks, money paper, unintelligent country. I presume that you're from America. I think I seen you say something that you were from America, and that must be what you call your money. To be fair, yeah, now that you've said it, dough, bread, stacks, racks, I think we use words like that sometimes in England. I don't think as often. That feels a bit more like rap music kind of stuff, or like, what's it called in England? Like grime music? Is that right? Like UK? Yeah, anyway. Jason says, Amy, gotta put you on some early Busta Rhymes and some Jay Dilla. Yes. Yes, please. Guys, I will accept any music recommendations. Whether I listen to, like, everything on stream or on video is a different story, but I will always try and get round to listen to people's recommendations. Low Life is Forever said, shout out to our brothers and sisters across the pond. Honestly, yeah, shout out to everyone from wherever you are in the world. Big thank you. Low Life is Forever said, I've always had an affinity for the British culture. Interesting, my friend. Yeah, I think oftentimes, so I don't know if I've told this story before in my videos, but I spent some time, like I spent quite a lot of time in America. I worked in a summer camp over there, and I've often had a lot of people talk about, like, the royal family seems to be a big one that people mention. This is... Wow, Alpha 60, I love this. Sometimes music or any other art can make you uncomfortable. Sometimes this is a good thing, even so I do not like to revisit. Alpha 60, do you know that this song is about, like, consent? It's actually, like, a really good song. Like, it's talking about something that's, like, actually really important. So in which case, I definitely think that you should revisit that song more, because it's actually talking about something. To be fair, I get maybe if you don't want to revisit it, because it does have... I'd say some of the lyrics can be a bit graphic. So if that's why you don't want to listen to it, then I understand that. But I think it's a great song to listen to in terms of consent. I think it's great. Thank you. Low Life is Forever said the UK's equivalent of gangster rap would be grime. I thought that's what it was. What was I gonna say? Like in England we have, like, a few different types of, like, rap music. There is mainly grime, and then I'm sure there's another genre that I just can't think of. There's grime. Oh, drill. That's it. UK drill is the one that I'm trying to think of. The most famous track on the album, Check the Rhyme. I think I just listened to that. Yeah. Oh, so good. It's got 129 million streams. I can see why, because that was amazing. Yeah, Luis says, for a reason, lol, so groovy. Luis also agrees with me. Yeah, lol, he raps his ass off, and then suddenly he says, I'm 5'3", by the way. That exactly. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I think it's actually, like, really funny and really wholesome, but I love that. Jason says, love your energy, Amy. Keep going. Thank you so much, my friend. I really, really appreciate that. Ashley says, nobody beats the Biz loop. I presume that was one of the loops in the song. Louise says, look at that snare, bro. WTF. Yeah, this, like, the drums in this, I just cannot get over how, like, punchy they are. Jason says, Q-Tip's flow is just fire. I fully agree with that. Like, honestly, the flow and the bars in this, it's like really smooth. There's something that feels like so different about it compared to like other rap music, sort of rap hip hop. Sorry. Low Life is Forever says, check the rhyme contains elements of a song from Average White Band. My mom loves this song and she isn't really into rap like that, lol. That's actually so cute. Yeah, I think in the About section that we looked at on Spotify, I seen a mention to Average White Band. Louise says, everything is fair. What a great track that I never paid attention to. Yeah, honestly, I think that this is something that's really great about re-listening to albums, and it's something that I'm trying to do more of, actually, is re-listen to albums, is sometimes you can actually discover that you really, really enjoyed a song that you didn't think that you originally enjoyed. Low Life is Forever says, this album stream is going down memory lane for me. I love it. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. I really hope that you are enjoying this. I love that. Low Life says, Jazz is a great one. Yeah, Jazz We've Got was absolutely amazing. That was also so fun. Like, I feel like a lot of this stuff on this I would describe as like fun music. Like, it's just really good to listen to. People say that like Luis here and Flat Pocky Music are just discussing that Q-Tip had maybe like a different version of one of the songs, I think. Flat Pocky Music says, never mind, I just looked it up. Q-Tip didn't have his own version of Memory Lane. He just played the original version of the track, which was also produced by Premier but was never released. That's actually pretty cool. Low Life is Forever says, One Love and Are two songs produced by two individuals. That's so cool. Oh, I've got another recommendation here. Hashi says, if you like hip-hop, jazz, please peep Digital Planets. Thank you, my friend. Honestly, I don't think people realise like how much I genuinely enjoy getting recommendations. I'm gonna take a little screenshot right now. Bob Byrne says, iconic album right here. Yes, absolutely. I'm genuinely loving listening to this. I think it's actually really nice to see how, for me, it's like a brand new album to listen to, and then for other people it's like going down memory lane. I don't know, I just think that is so cool. Oh no, guys, I lost where I was. Capo says, as a New York, I gotta admit that Dr. Dre is a real musical genius. Again, another rapper, hip-hop artist that I need to listen to. I have not listened to Dr. Dre, so that is on the list as well. I don't know how to say your name, sorry. Skrilk said, dang, I almost missed the stream. We've got 2 songs left, my friend. 2 songs left. But you can always rewatch the stream, and I'll be editing the video down as well, if you would like to just watch that. Hashi Larry says, I just mentioned Digital Planets because they have an actual band with traditional instruments like the Roots kind of. Oh, that's so cool. So, like, instead of it being, like, samples, it's, like, their stuff. That's so sick. Capo says, you gotta react to It Was Written album by Nas. I think that's definitely on my list. I've had a lot of people ask me to react to that, so I got you, my friend. I'm gonna listen to that. Cran Low Music says, Tribe are those progressive groups in hip-hop. Their latest final album, called We Got It From Here, released in 2016, was so good. Touched important topics, stood up for gay rights, immigrants, etc. Love that. Love that. I'm gonna listen. I think my plan is, people seem to be really enjoying the stream, so my plan is I'm gonna continue to do streams of a Tribe Called Quest. Someone says here, TCN says, just listened to Bandana yesterday by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. Is this in my recommendations on Spotify? Oh no, that's Pinata. I mean, I guess I got another music recommendation, so I can't complain. Flatbridge Duppy says, greetings from Seattle. Hello, my friend. Hello, Seattle. Cranley Music says, oh, I'm from Handsworth in Birmingham. Big up my fellow peeps from England. Yep, big up people from England. Big up people from Europe, from South America, from Central America, from Asia, from Africa. Big up anybody who is watching. I just appreciate anybody who is watching. Someone says, what part of England are you from? I can't place the accent. I am from the northeast. Specifically more like Newcastle kind of area. So, yeah. I will mention in streams where I'm from, because I feel as though less people will watch it, but in my main YouTube videos, I think that might be something that I stay away from mentioning, although it is a big part, so, you know, people will probably not find where I live, thankfully, but, you know, I say thankfully, I don't mean that in, like, a rude or disrespectful way, I just mean, like, in terms of safety. Jason Carter says, I'm from Ipswich originally and moved to the States when I was in my late teens. My dad being American put me on a lot of American rap hip-hop when growing up in the UK. Best of both worlds, really. Honestly, that's actually so sick. That's a really cool story, actually. Been growing up in England and then moving into America. That's actually pretty cool. Flat Pocky Music says, you gotta get to some of Common's albums at one point. I feel like you would love Like Water for Chocolate. Jay Dilla production throughout the majority of the album. Thank you, my friend, for another recommendation. What's it called? Some of Common's albums at one point. I feel like I recognise that name. Alpha 60 says, DR is a very important song. The attitude and time when were marking a real change and awareness of what was kind of acceptable in society, along the lines of what was she wearing which could hold up in court. Yeah, I think that this is something that's important to talk about, honestly, is the whole, like, what they were wearing kind of thing. And, like, there's this great project on Instagram, and it's about what people were wearing when they got raped. I just want to say, like, this is quite a heavy subject that I'm going to talk about, and I think it goes to show that what they were wearing is a terrible, terrible excuse. Like, who cares what the person was wearing? It shouldn't be an excuse as to why you do such an awful thing. And I think that Instagram page is really, really interesting, because it's an insight, I think, for you to realise that it doesn't actually matter what people were wearing or are wearing. Like, unfortunately, rape still happens no matter what someone is wearing. So yeah, I agree. I think that Infamous Date Rape is a really important song. Flatbridge Duppy says, I'm new to your channel. Have you listened to much old school reggae? If not, I'll cook up some Rex. No, actually, I haven't. Reggae is actually not a genre I've dabbled in, I don't think, at all. So maybe that could be something that we can do on the channel. And Riley says, Can I Kick It is probably Tribe's most recognisable song. It's on the first album. Okay, so I think what I'm actually looking at here is the second album, which I didn't actually realise. What's their first album? People's Instinctive Travels and the Paths. Is that their first album? Yeah, Can I Kick It is on here. Okay, this must be their first album. They've got a couple albums, but the two that I recognise the most is The Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders. I think I'll stream Midnight Marauders on another stream, and then depending on what other people say, I might stream some of their other stuff, or I might just stick with them 2 albums. Oh no, where am I? There we are, got them back. Okay guys, I'm gonna put something in the chat. So, it's a little poll thing, and this is more for, I'm gonna ask a couple questions. So something that I really want to know for this channel is, people who are watching now on stream, like with the music thing, would you guys like me to do more videos based just around like my life? So for example, for my 5k subscriber special, I'm gonna do a full vinyl collection. So that'll be obviously more about like me and the vinyls that I collect. I've also got like quite a few games down here. Would you guys like to see like a physical game collection or like a book collection? I also really enjoy going to the gym. So basically my question is, would you like to see more like IRL videos, so like in real life videos where I'm not necessarily just talking about music? So that I'm gonna put a little poll in here. Would you like more IRL/vlog videos from me? I can't spell. From me, there we are. Just a simple yes and a simple no. Gonna start the poll here. My friend here, Sheikh Yadingus, I'm so sorry if I pronounced your first name wrong, says, "Hey Amy, been enjoying your reactions." Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Low Life is Forever says, "Digital Planets are great. They only released 2 albums, won a Grammy for the song Cool Like That from their first album, but left a huge legacy in their wake. I'd recommend Mac Miller to you." And I've also been recommended something called Bahamut's album College and song Unknown How We Do. You should check it out. She's a dope female American rap artist. Thank you guys. Yeah, you know, speaking of Mac Miller, sorry, actually going back to that subject, I have how do I even explain this? Like, I've kind of listened to Mac Miller, but I also kind of haven't. Like, I haven't listened to him to enough where I would avoid making like a reaction video. So I think I might do at some point like a little reaction video to Mac Miller. I think that could be pretty cool. Okay guys, we're going to move on to the last 2 songs now. So this next song is What, which is another song that has been really highly recommended.
Babylon, they're looking for excuses. Game for the buzzer who kicked it to the missus. Lame as a brain could be golly G. If you see a shrink, he'll charge you a fee. If you see me, you see the fee is nothing. We will people patience, all backs, no frontin'. What is a party if it doesn't really rock? What is a poet, all balls, no cock? What is a war if it doesn't have a general? What's Channel 9 if it doesn't have Arsenio? What is life if you don't have fun? What is a what if you ain't got a gun? What's Ali without Shaheed Muhammad? Nothing. Kapelka makes you vomit. What is a quest if the players ain't willing? What is a pence if you don't have a shilling? Excuse me if I'm chilling. Hey, what? Say what? What's a fat man without food in his gut? What's a childbirth without the umbilical? What's United Parcels without the deliverer? What's Mama Son without Papa Son? What's martial arts without Daniel Son? What's Rashi without Tanya Tamika? What's Orange Juice or Dougie Doug without Shaniqua? Nada, not a damn thing. What's Duke Ellington without that swing? What's Alex Haley if it doesn't have roots? What's a weekend if you ain't knocking boots? What's a black nation without black unity? What is a child who doesn't know puberty? What is my label when I exit room status? What's menage a trois? Or that is, what is sex when you have 3 people? What are laws if they ain't fair and equal? What's Clark Kent without a telephone booth? What is a liquor if it ain't 80 proof? What are the youth if they ain't rebelling? What's Ralph Cramden if he ain't yelling at Ed Norton? What is coke snorting? What is position if there is no contorting? What is hip hop if it doesn't have violence? Chill for a minute, Dougie Fresh said silence.
That was sick. Love that.
Pop without the good ship. What's S&M if you don't have chains? What's a con artist if he doesn't have brains? What's America without greed and glamour? What's an MC if he doesn't have stamina? What's music factory statue without Mr. Walk? What's true glory without a phrase called talk? What's Chris Lighty if he wasn't such a baby? What is a woman if she didn't say maybe? Baby laid down, I removed the frown. What would be my penal code if it wasn't brown? What is a paper without a president? What is a compound without an element? What is a jam if you don't spike the punch? What's a brewski if you don't bite brunch? Ooh, it's like that, you keep going. Freak, freak, y'all, cause you know that we showing. What, tigga, 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 what?
Oh, that was so good, that end. Holy. Okay, guys, we're moving on to the last song now, which is called Scenario. Ooh. This feels a bit surreal. Just gotta be in.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Ayo, Bo knows this,
What?
and Bo knows that.
What?
But Bo don't know jack, cause Bo can't rap. Well, what do you know? The D-Dog is first up to bat. No batteries included, and no strings attached. No holds barred. No time for move faking. Got to get to loose so I can bring home the bacon.
Huh.
Brothers front, they say the drop can't flow, but we've been known to do the impossible like Broadway Joe. So sleep if you want, like who will help you get your Z's true. But here's the real scoop. I'm all that and then some. Short, dark, and handsome, but not inside your eye to show you where I come from. I'm vexed, fuming. I've had it up to here. My days of paying dues are over. Acknowledge me is in there.
Yeah.
Head for the border, go get a taco. I see record from the jump street, meaning from the get-go. Sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Don't sweat what you heard, but act like you know.
Yes, yes, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
Who got the vibe? It's the tribe, y'all.
Tribe, y'all.
Oh,
Live, yo.
Inside,
love that.
outside, come around.
Who's that?
Brown. Some may not say, call me Charlie.
Snoopy
Word is
reference,
the herb
let's
and
go.
I'm Bob Marley. Lay back on the payback, evolve, rotate the gates.
Contact.
Can I get a hit?
Hit.
Boom, bip with a brother named Tip, and we're ready to flip. East Coast stomping, ripping and romping. New York, North Kakalaka and Compton. Check it out. The loops for the troops, more bounds to the ounce. And wow, how now, brown cow. We're ill till the skill gets down for the flex. Next is the textbook old to the new, but the rest are doo-doo. From radio to the video to Arsenio, tell me, yo, what's the scenario?
Scooby-Doo, whoopie-doo. Scenarios, radios, rates more than 4. Scores for the scores that smother dance floors. Now I go for mine, shades of seashore. Ship shape, crush grapes, eights to play tapes. Pates make drakes, make for the weight of an Ella, an Ea. Simply just a leader. Base in the space means peace, see you later. Later, alligator. Pop blows a weasel and the earth's an inflator. So yo, the D, what the O, incorporated INC into a flow. Fuck, flip, flat, back, first, fist, foul, fight, laugh. Yo, how'd that sound?
It's a leader quest mission and we got the goods here. Never on the left cause my right's my good ear. I could give a damn about an ill subliminal. Stay away from crime so I ain't no criminal. I love my young nation, groovy sensation. No time for hibernation, only elation. Don't ever try to test the water, little kid. Yo, Mr. Busta Rhymes, tell them what I did.
Heard you rushed and brushed and attacked. Then they rebuked, then you had to smack. Causing rambunction throughout the sphere. Raise the levels of the boom inside the ear.
You know I did it, so don't violate or you'll get violated. The hip-hop sound is well agitated. We'll never waste no time on a played-out ego. So here's Busta Rhymes with the scenario.
Watch as I combine all the juice from the mind. Heal up, wheel up, bring it back, come rewind. Powerful impact, boom from the cannon. Now bragging, try to read my mind, just imagine. Vocabulary's necessary when digging into my library. Oh my gosh, eating I do stew like the one pizza tosser. All over the track, man. Pardon me, as I come back, as I did the I had to beg your pardon. When I travel through the turn, I roll with the squadron. Row, like a dungeon dragon. Change your little jaws cause your pants are sagging. Try to step to this, I will twist you in a turban and have it smelling right like some old stale urine. Chuckity choco, the chocolate chicken, the rear cock diesel, but cheeks they were kicking. Yo, bust it out before the bust another round. The rhythm is in sync. The rhymes are on town. Flipping up the sound just like Horatio. Observe the vibe and check out the scenario. Yeah, my man, motherfucker. So what's the scenario? Check it. Here we go, yo. Check it. Here we go, yo. Check it. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Damn. Wow, guys. can't believe it. What an incredible album. Like, I have actually enjoyed this so much. Oh, that was just so amazing. Okay, as always, we're going to take a little look on Spotify at these last two songs, and then I'll talk about like my final few thoughts. Oh, there's actually not much on what. So this album is known for its jazz-infused beats, but what stands out with its minimalist production, the track strips down to the basics, letting Q-Tip's lyrical gymnastics take centre stage. This bare-bones approach makes every question he poses hit even harder, showcasing the group's knack for blending simplicity with depth. I love the part where he just went... Sorry, I got the hiccups. When he said silence, and then... it was just like complete silence. I thought that was so sick. And then moving on to the last song. So the music video for this song is packed with cameos from hip-hop legends like Spike Lee, De La Soul, Brand Nubian, Fab Five Freddy, and Redman. These appearances added an extra layer of excitement and showcased the strong community vibe within the hip-hop scene at the time. The beat for Scenario is a masterful blend of samples, including the brooding organs from Brother Jack McDuff's Obligato and the dusty drums from Jimi Hendrix's Little Miss Lover. Wait, there's Jimi Hendrix in this? Oh! This combination created a unique sound that perfectly complemented the energetic verses. Did you know that Scenario was originally supposed to feature verses from De La Soul and Black Sheep? However, their parts were left out of the final version, making room for the explosive collaboration between A Tribe Called Quest and leaders of the New School. This lineup change helped catapult the song into hip-hop history. Wow. And that's it, guys. That's the end of that album. I'm not gonna lie, off a first listen, this already gets like a really high score. Like, I will rate my albums like once I've listened to them a couple times and I go into the editing process, but I feel as though this might just be like a pure 10 out of 10, like straight off the back, because of just how much I genuinely really enjoyed this. But yeah, wow, what an incredible album. I don't even know what to say. I'm like really speechless. Completely speechless. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. As per usual. Okay, sorry, right, I'm gonna pay more attention. Yeah. A genuinely thank you to everybody who recommended me that album, because I have just had such an amazing time listening to it, and I think I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Like I say, I do usually try and go into album reactions with a pretty blank mindset, not really high or low expectations, but I don't know, sometimes like an album like that kind of just hits me slightly different than I thought it would, and I just end up enjoying it way more than I thought I would. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching me till the end of that. I'm going to take a little look over the comments, and it's getting kind of late here in the UK, guys. It's nearly 10 o'clock at night. I start work tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to respond to your guys' comments, and then we're going to end the stream there. So, Shaik says, Shaik, I'm so sorry, my friend, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Any plans to do more talking heads? I'm not 100% sure on this, actually. I think potentially, but the video didn't really get, like, you know, a lot of attention. So, if people really want me to do more talking heads, then I will 100% do that. But if people are not that bothered, then I might just give it a miss. But I did enjoy the album that I listened to. Lo-Fi is Forever said, Bonita Apple Bomb was the most popular song from Tribe's first album, inspiring Lauryn Hill's Killing Me Softly. Oh, wow. Ambitionist, welcome in, says, enjoying the reactions. Just recently seen your channel. Others have most likely recommended already, but Liquid Swords and To Pimp a Butterfly would be good shouts. If you guys weren't here for the start of the stream, I have a little surprise for you. The next video, except from like this cut down version, will be Liquid Swords. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, I want to try and keep it as fresh as possible, but just want to say next video is going to be Liquid Swords. And I do need to listen to Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick. I have listened to most of Kendrick's stuff, but for some reason I've always missed out T-Pab, so I guess I've got to give it a listen. Jason Carter says, Mac Miller, he's so dope. Face is one of my favourites by him. Okay, I think I might have to give Mac Miller a little listen. So Capo says, so I've been thinking, flow-wise, Meth or Ray. Okay, I am going to be so honest here. I'm not too familiar with the band. So to me, I'm not 100% sure on who was singing what part in the flow, if that makes sense. There is one that I know that I really do like, but I'm not sure who it is. I don't know if it's Q-Tip or the other guy that I really liked. A lot of people are saying that they prefer Meth more. Oh, sorry, I've just realised, sorry, you are on about Wu-Tang Clan. I'm really sorry. Again, you know, I'm not going to lie, like, when I first listened to an artist, I'm really bad at figuring out, like, who is singing what part. And I also feel like I haven't listened to them enough to say I prefer Raekwon or Method Man. Handling It Too Much says, hello, it's Kyle. Hello, Kyle. Is it Kyle from work? Because there's many people called Kyle, but if it's Kyle from work, that's actually so sick. I feel kind of like nervous now. I feel like I've got pressure on it. Low Life is Forever says, Mac went crazy through watching TV with the sound off until swimming, although I like his earlier work as well. R.I.P. Malcolm. Yeah, I know, R.I.P. Mac Miller. I think it's so sad. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna have a look on Spotify actually and have a look at Mac Miller's stuff. Let's see what I've actually listened to. I don't actually think I have listened to any of his albums. I think, like I say, I've just listened to like the odd song from his albums, but I don't think I've actually listened to any of his stuff. So I think that this could be something that could be a fun thing to go through as well as Mac Miller's stuff. Jason says he likes Scenario from Busta Rhymes' verse in this song. Yeah, there was Zombie Juice, people are here, Flatbush Zombies are fire. Some of the lyrics on that were pretty sick. The Taco Bell phrase is the same 35 years later, timeless lol. I know, it's kind of crazy. Jason says, Amy, this is why you gotta check out some of Busta Rhymes' music. Flow just crazy and way too much energy. Yeah, I will certainly do that. Capo says, make a poll for the next album. I shall do that. It was written, temperatures rising, and what else have you got? Oh, just that. That's all good. Okay, so I'll actually, that's actually a good idea. Do a poll for the next. When I say for the next album, this will be like the next stream that I do. It won't be like the next video on the channel. It'll just be like the next stream potentially. People are saying like Busta is like the MVP on Scenario. Yeah, that was so good. Paul says, I missed out SMH. It's okay, honestly, if people have missed out, do not worry, guys, because this video will get edited down and you'll be able to watch it afterwards. And also you're able to watch, what was I going to say? You'll be able to watch the stream afterwards as well. Luis said, we're saying we like meth without context. It's crazy, not gonna lie. Yeah. Good job in here. We all know that we're talking about Wu-Tang Clan. Otherwise, it just kind of seems a bit crazy. Paul says Earl Sweatshirt, some rap songs, is a classic. And so is I Don't Go Outside. Okay. Low Life is Forever says, I've enjoyed the stream. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to do a poll, and as I do the poll, I'm going to, like, the poll's going to go up, and then I'm going to, actually, no, we'll do the poll. So, start a poll. What album stream next? So, we have got, so we're going to do A Tribe Called Quest, and I'm going to suggest Midnight Marauders. So, Midnight Marauders. Then we've got Nas, It Was Written. I don't know what Temperatures Rising is, so I'm not going to put that in, my friend. We're going to do Eminem as well, actually. Eminem. What's like his popular album off years ago? It's either the Slim Shady LP. What has more streams? Or the Marshall Mathers LP. God damn, this is a long album. Woo! What's more popular? Okay, the Marshall Mathers LP is, we'll do that one. The Mathers, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Oh, Marshall Mathers LP. Those are your next options for the album. So Cran Low Music says, just reposting my Rex. Below the Heavens by Blue. B by Common. Oh my god, I think I listened to B by Common the other day. A Long Hot Summer by Master Ace. Mona Lisa by Joel Orwitz. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the enjoyable stream. Looking forward to the new reactions. I hope that you guys really, really enjoy it. I think I'm so excited for you guys to see my Liquid Swords reaction. That's going to be fun. Slim Shady has Dre production. Hard to choose one for real. Midnight Marauders is the best one out of those. It seems to be winning thus far. Yeah. I just want to say, oh, my voice is kind of gone. I just want to say to everybody, like, thank you so much for joining in on these streams. Like, I don't know, like, I don't really know how to explain this because, like, I don't really know how to articulate myself, but it feels really surreal to me that people come and join me, like, basically live and, like, in real time enjoy watching my reactions. Like, that it genuinely means a lot to me. Like, I've had so many YouTube channels in the past, and it just feels really, really nice to be doing something that I'm so passionate about and that I really enjoy, and people are coming to watch it. Like, I feel as though the YouTube channels I've done in the past, it's getting to a certain point and I've felt as though it was like a chore to make videos, whereas with this channel I haven't had that feeling at all. And I know that, like, for example, tomorrow I'm unable to post a video, and I know that people are going to be like, that's all good. And I don't know, there's just something about this channel that doesn't feel like a chore. If I don't have time to edit, like, that's completely fine. I end up recording another video and editing and get stuff uploaded. So I don't know, I just want to say thank you all so much for being a part of the channel and a part of this beautiful community. It really does mean a lot to me. People are getting excited for the Liquid Swords, which is that makes me so happy. So guys, I guess Midnight Marauders is what has won. So we're going to end the poll now, and Midnight Marauders is going to be the next stream. I'm so excited for that. As always, thank you all so much for joining, and I shall see you all in another